dark. Oh, the ties that thread and tangle tight, diplomatic dances in the cold moonlight. A step misplaced and the stage does sway, persona non grata carried far away. Pages turn but bridges burn so fast. A name in ember solemnly cast. In halls of power a silent decree echoes and whispers across the sea. Oh, the ties that thread and tangle tight, diplomatic dances in the cold moonlight. A step misplaced and the stage does sway, persona non grata carried far away. When walls talk back and windows cry, boundaries drawn under heavy skies. In the space between the said and seen lies a story that cuts unclean. Hold the ties that thread and tangle tight, diplomatic dances in the cold moonlight. A step misplaced and the stage does sway, persona non grata carried far away. Persona non grata carried far away.
Rakietele, tempo.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
This morning I'm sharing the stage with guinea fowl. Quite a few of them, as you can see. They're sharing the stage with guinea fowl and barking dogs in a residential area here in Somerset West. Whatever shall we talk about tonight? I have no idea what I'll talk about tonight. Oh, dear God. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, woo! 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 Randy Savage. Man, oh, man, oh, man. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? As I say in my rugby broadcast, can you believe it? Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Open mouth, insert foot. Poof. Good Lord. Oh, my goodness. Did you like my anthem? Did you like my anthem for Ambassador Rasool? Remember when he was appointed a couple months ago, I'm like, what were they thinking? What were they thinking? This is the last guy other than Naledi Pandor or Ronnie Casrils whom you should send to America. My goodness. South African Broadcast Corporation says they don't know where this came from. Completely unexpected. Then they should watch my music video. Oh, my goodness. Did you like that, Myra? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we've got that song in space. That's my song. I produced that with artificial intelligence. I hope you like that. I just, what the heck are these people thinking? I mean, seriously, folks. I mean, come on, let's get real. Let's get real here. Honestly. The dark.
Hold the ties that thread and tangle tight. Diplomatic dances in the cold moonlight. A step misplaced and the stage does sway. Persona non grata carried far away. Pages turn but bridges burn so fast. A name and number solemnly cast. In halls of power, a silent decree echoes and whispers across the sea. Oh, the ties that thread and tangle tight. Diplomatic dances in the cold moonlight. A step misplaced and the stage does sway. Persona non grata carried far away. When walls talk back and windows cry, boundaries drawn under heavy skies. In the space between the set and scene lies a story that cuts unclean. Hold the ties that thread and tangle tight. Diplomatic dances in the cold moonlight. A step misplaced and the stage does sway. Persona non grata carried far away.
hell. Oh, dear God. Oh, woo. Wow. Anyway. Yeah, if you haven't watched my video, please go watch it. Even though it was the middle of the night, for a middle of the night video, which mostly South African viewers, it blew up. It blew up. I was the first to bring this news to the world once again. Just good fortune. I finished my video editing the Zoom session with Ibrahim Rasool, in which he called America racist and said Donald Trump is the leader of a white supremacy movement. I took that, made my analysis, made the video, edited it, loaded it up, started walking to the door when I got a tweet, a X alert, and it said just moments ago from Marco Rubio, he is no longer welcome in this country. He is PNG'd. I'm like, damn! So I had to stop, come back, pull it up, record, analyze, put the video up, and I was the first person once again to break the news. It is so cool to be able to break the news. That's another scoop. I don't get a lot of scoops. I've had a couple scoops recently. The Trump one, now this one. That video, again, it's early morning hours now, but let's see how it's doing. It was, come on, a little faster. 27,000 views, 5,000 in the last hour at 4 o'clock in the morning in the last hour. Man, that is blowing up. Love to see that video just take off as I broke the news and got another scoop again, crossing the finish line. Thank you all for being here this morning. I hope that Starbucks is full scope. Indeed. Pablo Chari says the ANC don't care about this. They wanted this to happen. Yes, they do. Remember, I'm the first. Well, maybe there was someone else. Maybe I'm not the first, but I didn't hear anyone else saying a month ago that the ANC wants this. This is what they want. There's no other conclusion here other than they want to be the victim. They want to play the victim. So this is what they've been doing. They've been building up to this. I mean, Trump has been very restrained, but now they're going to be, America's so evil and racist. They fired the colored Muslim. See, we told you. See, that's what's coming. Watch the headlines tomorrow. It already happening. The South African government doesn't understand what happened, man. They don't know what happened. Yeah, of course they know what happened. They did this intentionally. This is not by mistake. All right, let me say hello to everybody. Boy, Gideon Maloney came on early and said good day to everybody long before we went live. Then the Prodigy, Myra Page, Stephen Faree. Ambassador of the United States no longer welcome in our great country. Ibrahim Rasool is a race-baiting politician who hates America. And at POTUS, we have nothing to discuss. Bingo. Yapi Brandt, Manas Potgieter, Christian Peterse, Alfonso Ferrer, all before the program started. Luis Rayner, Arctic is here. Arctic, how's it going, man? I saw the photo you sent me. It made me a little bit nervous. That was during a live stream when you sent that. Richard Monagring, welcome to you. Kia lebo. So, what's the Hili Jang, Richard? Chantel Fenter. If you're a guest in someone's home, you follow the rules and respect the homeowner. You call him a white supremacist and insult his home. Idiots don't have a cure for yet. That's true. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you know that I've worked in multiple embassies all over Africa, the Middle East, and Europe, and I was stationed at 8 different embassies in Africa. I mean, unless you're a State Department career employee, it's tough to top that number. So let me tell you something. I have heard the most despicable things said about America and about Americans by diplomats, but not in a public forum. In a private setting where it was a safe space. You don't do that thing like that. He's a serving ambassador. His tweets that appear in my music video, those are tweets from when he was no longer an ambassador and he had no ambition he would ever serve again as an ambassador or in a position like that. Much to everyone's shock and dismay, he was appointed ambassador a couple months ago. And this was always the outcome with Ibrahim Rasool. Next, they'll offer up Naledi Pandor. I mean, seriously. Martin Laboski is dancing in the kitchen. Okay, cool beans. You like the intro, Yappa? Yeah. Joe Neiman, how are things for you? Are you in the air as well at this hour? Sloth Puppy, good morning. The news just doesn't stop. It doesn't. I'll never get any sleep again. They'll be burying me when this is all over going, well, he slept for 20 minutes the last 8 months of his life. Alfonso Ferrer, Chantal Fenta, Genada. Good morning on the 5th coffee. Wow, you were already moving there. Cornelok, Marnus Filion, Felicity Monroe. Good. Respect the country you want money from. Well, there you go. Thomas Holmes. What a concept, eh, Felicity? Jean Spence, Chantal Fenter, AJ Quinn, Joe Nima, Neanderthal and Proud. What a nice eulogy video for Russell. Thank you, Sean. Sean Nadia. David van Rieden, good morning to you. JP Wolfart. Shocking news to wake up to. I can't believe SA has done it again. How stupid. Well, it seems like every Friday is put your foot in your mouth Friday for South Africa's government. Oh my goodness. White supremacists. Yeah, exactly. White supremacists. Give me a frickin' break. Yeah, I'm such a white supremacist that I ran around and got the Forum for Democrats their seat on the city council in Zayrust after they're unjustly denied it by the Independent Electoral Commission. Such a white supremacist that hung out in voting polling stations in Khayelitsha to observe to make sure that residents of Khayelitsha got a fair chance to vote on election day last year. Yeah, such a white supremacist that I wrote a presidential daily brief that kept 640,000 black Africans from starving to death when the rest of the continent world ignored them. Yeah, well, they took my card away a long time ago, folks. Trust me. If I ever had one. Michael Byrne, good morning. All such good news. I wonder what happened. Wonder when something like this might happen. Yeah, no, it's just a matter of time. It was just a matter of time. I love this intro music. Good news. Persona non grata. ANC need to get over pulling the race card. They do. They do. Ina Bates, welcome to you. Villy Bees, good morning, good evening from Canada. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada, our home and native land. Anyway, sorry, I digress. Patrick, how's it going, man? Are you still, you had a 20-kilometer, Patrick, you're embarrassing me here, man. I actually walked today. I got exercise in for about 20 minutes. I went and walked for 20 minutes earlier today. Testing the hip was okay. Wasn't great, but I managed to get through it, and it was good to get some exercise in, and that's just enough to make it aerobic, 20 minutes. Arctic is here, Proto Duke. Somebody experienced there. More Afrikaners. Okay, welcome. There's a super chat that came in from the Flying Boar. In from Canada, brother. How's it going? Why is this not coming up? The ambassador cross the line. He did cross the line. Of course he did. Yeah, good point there. Thank you so much. Kerry McDougall. How are you, Kerry McDougall? Yes, mistakes everyone is making is trying to apply our logic to the government. Yes. Good morning from America's finest city. I'm not sure which one that's supposed to be. Is that San Antonio? Hybo. Well done, U.S. for swift action. That was swift action. Woohoo. So, look. It isn't because of my video. I guarantee that. This is because of Geopolitical and his relationship with the White House. Breitbart published the article, and by the time I finished, so within 3 hours, I think it was Breitbart's article, maybe a little bit more, that's when the PNG thing happened. Wow. And my video came up like, right before, probably, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes before Marco Rubio made that decision. So it wasn't me. But I did get the scoop and reporting that he was booted first because Breitbart was probably going, hey, we got the article out there. Look at this guy's gone now. While they were gloating, I was busy getting a new story out. So good news for FD program. I think it is. It just makes it more obvious the animus of South African politicians towards the United States and towards their own citizens. Yeah, every step they're taking just makes it easier for Trump to do what he claimed he's going to do. Andrew Barnard, good morning to you. Martin, only a matter of time for the rest to unfold. Agreed. Iran bribes South Africa yeah, well, that's coming next. I'll tell you what, I think that the U.S. government might even be willing to risk sources and methods to reveal what they know about Iran and payoffs to South Africa. I wouldn't be surprised to see that coming, folks. John Rudick gave a $5 super sticker. Thank you for your 10th super sticker, John. You have proven to be very reliable super chatter. Thank you so much for that. By the look of things, you're basically 50% off kind of yourself. I don't know about that. But yeah. Donnie Feinenberg, good morning. Truth and Integrity Compass. Oh. Pointing north to Truth and Integrity. And a great cap. You love the Stormers cap, do you? Awesome. Okay, stupidity. It might be intentional. It's getting hot. It's getting hot up in here. Who let the dogs out? Welcome, fellow Neanderthals and canines and right-wing podcasters. Another super chat from the Flying Boar. Thank you for that, Flying Boar. $5 super chat. I'll get to that in a moment. Stefan Tennyson, hello to you. Brian Lawrenson, okay. Anthony von Black. They just keep changing feet. That's right. And another super chat from Arctic. I'll get to that too. Look, I think that the ANC is just playing Kalfutsoki. Should we play some Kurt Daring now? A little Kalfutsoki. Magic Maiden, morning, bestest Colonel. Been awake the whole night. Was about to drop off in the early morning hours when my son found a thief in our yard. Was only just too late to stop the bugger. Did he get something? Magic, did he get something? Rock salt in their bum is nice. Shooting with the backside of rock salt always helps. Stefan says SABC News says they don't even know what happened. Well, I must have been on television. I didn't see anything online from them. I'm so proud of my future president, says Yolanda. Like the intro, says Myra. Cool beans. And Martin just subscribed. Thank you. That big win for the U.S. and for South Africa. Martin says, Foxtrot Alpha, Foxtrot Oscar. Yes. Good morning. Seems like there's always action on Fridays. It's Action Friday, man. You wanted to tune into Mnet. Don't watch Mnet. You don't need that for your action. Just come right here. So why I keep telling people Starbucks has crack in it. I'm like this whether I have Starbucks or not, man. What do you mean clip it and put it in as part of my intro? Carrie McDougall saying, yeah, good fun. And now I want to wake up, says Chantel. Edibles in action. We have no edibles here. No edibles. I don't do drugs. The only thing I'm high on is life. Yep. Teacher Johan, what a disgrace. This has not even happened during the bad years. Not once was an ambassador sent home persona non grata from South Africa during the entire apartheid era. 1948 to 1994, not a single ambassador was sent home packing despite the United States' opposition to race-based laws. Yep, despite sanctions, nobody was sent home. It's a first. Carrie says you deserve 10,000 more subscribers. Well, I'd be cool if I got 10,000 just for this. What a vibe to wake up to, says Yappy Brand. I'm going to read some stuff about this and what's been going on. The background is once you get through the chat here, folks, so hang in there tight. It's been a minute, eh? Yeah, indeed. Anthony Van Blerk. Are you related to Bok Van Blerk? I know you're not because he's not really Van Blerk. That's just the artist name he chose. Barry Peters, I want to turn up the volume, but my family's still sleeping. Starbucks is full of scope. No, it's not. Okay, good morning, bud. Being music, I really love to tap in and enjoy your input. Don't want to stop what you're doing. You're up. Thanks, Steph Neumeier. All right. Yes, we stand together, ladies and gentlemen. We stand together. There you go. Got this one at DHL Greenpoint Stadium. I've got Stormers hats, but this one I got DHL Greenpoint Stadium. I'd love to make a music video out of this. Yeah, well, Stefan, if you can do better with it and if you share it with me, I will give you the digits for the audio. If you can put something to it, that'd be cool. It is a nice. I don't care about this. By the way, they may even wanted this. Yes, Pablo, they may have wanted it, indeed. Ian Duplessis, good morning or good evening. It was still evening to me. It's 11:30 at night here on the East Coast, as you can see behind me, 11:25. Actually, 11:26. That thing loses time quickly. 21 degrees Celsius in my abode on the 14th of March. Well, not my abode, my studio, I should say. Everywhere. But I live in the studio these days. I'm pretty much here all the time, except when I'm checking on veterans. Yeah, I was about 2 minutes late for the broadcast, folks, because someone fell at the canteen for the Veterans Organization, and they were calling up looking for the codes for workers' compensation. Yeah, we had a band there tonight, and someone fell. So, Amanda says there's a lack of intelligence, the so-called government of South Africa. Good job, America. I think the ANC is finished. Yeah, I think the ANC is done. Yep. White guilt is no longer in fashion. That's right, folks. White guilt no longer works. Mariki, welcome to you. Tonight on E. That's right, Ronaldo. Tonight on E. Anaconda. Yes, I know that's Ronaldo. I'm stealing from Ronaldo. But I, too, heard that on Mnet when I was watching television over there. All right. Yeah. ANC, USA are racist. Kick out black people and invite white people. Typical, the victim card. Exactly. But Rasool is not black. But you're not black. You're colored. Too many Islamists in South Africa need a rebirth of Christian values, says Gray. History made again today, it seems, every evening. It is. It is, folks. It never ends, does it? Daniel Stern, is that Daniel? Oh, Daniel Sten, excuse me, Daniel Sten, welcome. Alma, welcome to you. And Chantel Fourie, Magic Maiden, Rasool the Fool. Yeah, there you go. Zoinks! The pop pot is stirred. The pop is only to get thicker. Okay, Pip Hunter, being a Forex trader, I sleep 4 hours per day. Not trading for others, never will. Got used to minimum sleep. Does not affect my health or the kernels. Nope, Pip. Some of us know how to find that equilibrium and when our bodies need to recover and what we're up to. The only problem I have is with the hip not being able to exercise. I'm a little bit too soft. I'm not used to being soft. I'm used to being svelte, sprockets, fit, very fit. But I'm not so fit right now. I need to get fit again. Crap is interesting. Every Friday since Trump made his executive order, something has gone down. Exactly. No, I'm just joking, Anthony. It's not really his name. he just chose it. I can definitely make something for you with it. Let me know how to contact you. Stefan, there's an email address. Put it down. Or if you're on a WhatsApp group or the Telegram group, you can send me a message that way. That always works. Short of that, here is the email address. And I'm way behind emails, folks, so understand that. Yeah, if you think you can make something better with it, then I'm happy to share it with you as long as it's us together. Since I didn't write it, AI did, but I gave AI the instructions. I came up with the concept. So yeah, we'll do something with it. Get a big hit, man. We'll be bigger than the Kiffness. No cat videos here. Are you listening, Dave? David, are you listening? No cat videos, man. Actually, that'd be pretty funny with Rasool. Meow, 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 meow. Gone. You got this news perfect time. I did, Loretta. I got this afternoon. It's already been, 5 hours, something like that? It was like 5 o'clock. When did I put that thing together? No, it was 4 o'clock. It was not long after I went off. Well, maybe it was 5 o'clock. Anyway, I can't remember. It's all running together now. It's all running together now. What a night. I can't wait to get out of the circus of the land and get to see where true values still rule and not stupidity. Oh, true values rule, folks. And I've got some Trumpster for us if we hang around later tonight. Ooh, got some Trump. Let me check in the Six Nations and whether I'm going to do a broadcast now. I think I was going to cover the first game. And let me see when the time that game is. I think it's 8 o'clock for me. Italy versus Ireland is at 10. Okay, well, I can go late if I need to tonight because I won't be able to do the Scotland-France game because I have an engagement after 5, and that starts at 4. Wales and England just doesn't appeal to me even remotely. So Italy and Ireland, only because it's Ireland, that's at 10:15. So I'm in good shape for doing that in the morning. So we're good. So I can stick this out as long as I need to tonight. But Colonel, have even Chinese here classified black? Yeah. That's what they put in there just for the race hustling, but they're not black. Anyway, we only need 4 hours tonight to survive. Well, that's what they tell you. What did Alfonso say? Someone said good. Pure blood for life is back. The race card has expired. Correct. That is correct. Okay, who else we got here? Missing anybody? Who am I missing here? All right, Rian332 is in. I missed that. Joe says, hitting the road but keeping the channel open. Can't watch, only listen. That's cool. Just listen. That works. That just listens, Joe. I'll sing for you, Joe. From the wastelands to the highways and on we go. We grow by number, fueled by thunder. What's the average IQ of an AMC cabinet? It must be a record low. No doubt. No doubt. All right. It was 4 p.m. at first and the second installment just after 5. Yep, that's right. Yeah, the 4. Thank you very much, Magic Man. Yeah, so I think something like that. Amazing Yacht Destinations is here. I missed that. Welcome to you. Chantel says, thank you, Chris. Amazing. I'll watch a bit later. Going to stand up now and make coffee. All right. Holden Caulfield's here. Welcome, Holden. 292 people this hour. We peaked and people left. Aw, 294. 2 people left. Where'd they go? Maybe they're just reloading. All right. So, folks, if you're just tuning in this hour, South Africa's ambassador, Ibrahim Rasool, has stepped on his crank. Yeah. Make it stop. Oh, that's just mean, man. That's just mean. I was serenading you, and you're just being mean. All right. So let me take a look here. That video is 28,600 now. So keep going. It was at 101 new subscribers when I looked at it a few minutes ago at the start of this broadcast, and now it's 138 new subscribers. Vincial Environmental. Okay, here I am. What's your other 2 wishes? I want an infinite supply of money at my disposal. I want to live as long and as healthy as I want. Okay, we're good. Taken care of. How much time does he have exit? Well, Adam, that's up to the State Department. They could cancel his visa and tell me he has to be out on the next plane. Of course, that would be tomorrow night. Wow. He might have been escorted. Who knows? Maybe they've told the South Africans to send a plane for him. I don't know. Look, they do have a plane. I don't know if it's capable of going all the way across because it's a Lear. I don't know if it can fuel all the way across. Might have to land the Canary Islands or something like that, refuel. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think he'll be gone by Sunday. Yep. Went to a chiropractor for my hip on Thursday, still walking like a duck, feeling your frustration. Hey, Rudy Holtzhausen, how you doing, man? Loiki, what an embarrassment. Yep, so happy got what he asked for. They can treat a minority like this daily. Yep, the State Department is an absolute mess. Why do you say that, Holden? And what's your personal knowledge that you know about that? Okay, super chats. Gideon, wow, out with Rasool, huh? Good riddance. Yep. All right, now I get to the super chats because there were a few of them I didn't read what they said. So here we go. So John Rudich at $5 got that. The ambassador across the line says flying board. Now the ambassador is expelled. Are the African refugees able to come to U.S.? Well, that's still program still being worked on. But thank you for the super chat. Arctic, if these clowns keep going, I will be facing travel restrictions soon. Yeah. You never know. You got to be careful there, Arctic. Wow, out with Rasool, huh? Good riddance, I say, says Gideon Ruiz from Japan with 200 yen. Thank you for that. Wonder who could replace Rasool. Neil De Beer said he'd replace him. Neil De Beer has already offered to replace him. Yeah, somebody sent me that. Let me see if that's for real. Let me go to Neil. I don't remember if I sent Neil the video. Neil De Beer. There we go. Let's see if Neil said he's ready to be. He'll step up. Oh, here you go. Oh, this is funny, man. This is hilarious. I love it, Neil. Oh, here we go. I'm going to show you guys. Neil DeBeer already stepped into the fray. He did this at like an hour and a half after it happened. I don't know if he saw my video. It prompted him to do it. But here's what Neil DeBeer says. He's ready to take the charge. So Neil DeBeer says, "Hi, Cyril. My name is Neil, and I'm very much available. In fact, right now, to replace Mr. Rasool and go sort out the absolute rubbish you all have put us in. You don't have to even pay me. I'll do it for free because it can't be worse than all the Humpty Dumpties before me falling off the wall." I gotta repost that. Give it a heart. I gotta give that a heart. Neil, I love it. I'll buy that for $1. Neil DeBeer, I love it. That's brilliant. Brilliant stuff. Neil DeBeer, he's offered. Well, I hear that Naledi Pondor is available. Yeah, folks, I hear Naledi Pondor is available if we want Naledi Pondor. So what do you think? Let's see. Naledi Pondor. I guess not. Somebody said Roman Cabernac. Yeah, Roman might be available. Oh, my goodness. Andile Lungisa? Maybe Andile Lungisa. We can have him come over and play WWF or Ultimate Fight UFC, Ultimate Fighting Championship. Oh my goodness. Neil DeBeer has just jumped right into the fray there. That's pretty funny. Oh, there's another super chat coming up. That one's from Flying. Will President Trump travel to South Africa for G20 after this ambassador debacle? I don't know that he was ever going to go. He's angry at South Africa, so I don't know. But if he does go, it will be significant. And if he does go to South Africa, then I'm going to have to go for that, which is in November. By November, maybe things will be cooler. I am an accredited journalist with the government of South Africa, and I do get updates regularly from them that they send out to international journalists, international media. So my credentials, they conferred the first time for the BRICS Summit, when I covered the BRICS Summit. And I thought I did a pretty good job covering the BRICS Summit. You can't have Neil DeBeer as our next president. I don't think that's going to happen, Graham, but appreciate the thought there. Long flights to Asia kill me every time. Yeah, they are rough, man. Economy sucks, Giddy. Oh, you're like me. You're a poor guy. Yeah, no, economy, long flight to Asia. Yeah. It's a huge fuck around. Deserves to find out at Equal Momentum, says Erica Holtzkamp. Hey, Eric, how's it going? Sloth Puppy. Please reach out to Neil DeBeer and interview him on his latest comments. Okay. Okay, Neil. Hang on a second. Hang on. You guys can hear my comment to Neil. I'm going to send it to my voicemail. Good morning, Neil. It's Chris. I'm live over an overnight broadcast. My audience is telling me I should reach out to you based on your most recent comments, which I didn't see. What I did see is that you did offer to serve as ambassador to replace Ibrahim Rasool, so thank you for that. I don't think Cyril will take you up on it, but would you like to come on this weekend? We can chat. Maybe Saturday if you're free. Anyway, let me get back to the program because folks are listening. Cheers. All right, so I just sent Neil DeBeer a message. All righty. Okay. If you can't get the ambassador position for the U.S., you can have one for South Africa to the U.S. Well, Pondor would be a great ambassador, especially for us Afrikaners. Oh, she would accelerate that train very quickly. Stop telling your NSA friends to follow me around. Listen, NSA doesn't have agents. I don't know. Enemy of the state. You watch the Will Smith movie. That's not really how it works. Wasn't Gene Hackman in that? Who was the guy who was in that? Do I know whether the current consulate, still in the consulates and embassy this side, are Democrats, Republicans? Well, Peter, we don't hire people to be Democrats, Republicans. Most embassies don't have political appointments. Some have an ambassador, and that's the only political appointment they have. So people are people. But I do have the event earlier with President Trump when he went to the Department of Justice. He was powerful today. Really amazing. I was a little disappointed Pam Bondi. She wasn't as impressive as I thought today. I don't like bleach bonds, but it works on her. Anyway, but that's just an aside. But seriously, President Trump was amazing at the Department of Justice today, talking about how he can take it from a weapon used against the American people and start using it to do its job. Pretty impressive stuff. But reason I mentioned that, Farm Cam SA, welcome to you. I hope you've got cameras out so that we catch these people with the cell phone jammers and the wire cutters and the body armor and police issue weapons that are, attacking farmers. I hope that's what the farm cam is. But NSA Army intelligence saying, no, not even close. Not even close. Not even close. Not even close. In fact, NSA does one particular field of intelligence. The Army does every field. We got everything. We got Mason, we got SIGINT, Comment, we got ELINT, we've got IMINT, we've got HUMINT, we got all the disciplines, whereas NSA just has the electronic stuff. Would be good to have Neil on your program. Well, Barry's been on here many, many times, so we'll have to see if Neil's available. All right. You are a legend, says Loth Puppy. Thank you. JC Dina is my sister, Sanam. Oh, it's your sister's name. Okay. You need to realize that even an ambassador is vetted by a host country, and if not accepted, not mobilized. Best is South African tit for tat because there's nobody at the assembly. Well, there's nothing they can do, Alan. We don't have an ambassador in South Africa. That's what makes it so hilarious. So they can't just PNG the ambassador. We have no ambassador. We have no ambassador today. Reuben Brigady did what ambassadors normally do as a political appointee. He resigned when Trump became president, before he came in office, which is the norm. And then the deputy chief of mission, she was near retirement, so she quit because she didn't want to serve under Trump. And that means there's not even a DCM there. There is somebody who's acting as a charge, but that's a minor person. So starting to think that this is resources war. It will end with U.S. and Russia start sharing the spoils. Not really. What resource war? What does South Africa have that we want? You've got virtually no rare earth that you're mining. You're finally getting around to doing it. We don't need your natural gas. You have no oil that we need. Platinum, that's declining market, little interest in that. We can get it on the other places. Cobalt, we can get cobalt from the Congo and from Russia. We don't need it from you. Uranium, we have our own uranium. We get it from here. We get it from Canada. We get it from Namibia. We get it from, Australia. We don't need it from South Africa. You got nothing. You got Cape Wines and BMW and Mercedes parts. That's about it, man. That's about it. That's about it. So it's not a resource thing. What about your embassy? Can they take? You take it? What? Take our embassy? Oh, no. It doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. Oh, you do have Table Mountain. That's true. But you're not giving that to us. Erica gave a super chat. Just a hello and a small thank you. Erica Holtzkamp, you're very welcome, Erica. 40 Rand, thank you so much for that. Macadamia nuts. You do have macadamia nuts. That's true. You are the world's largest producer and exporter of macadamia nuts. But we used to be. We just didn't take it seriously. DL Freighter's back again. Dear Pembani, a little less talk, a lot more action. Exactly, that's where I'm upset about. I want to see bench warrants for Michelle Wu, for Brandon Johnson. I want them arrested for violating U.S. immigration law and harboring felons. Yep, that's what I want to see. Is El Marie here? I missed El Marie. What happened if Nancy starts closing U.S. embassies? They can't close their embassies. They can't. Not under the Vienna Conventions. They'll violate international agreements. And then there will be sanctions. Then there will be some pain coming South Africa's way. And I wouldn't be surprised to see U.S. warships off the coast of South Africa if that happens. I mean, look, it's not like South Africa can do anything. They're gonna stand on top of the submarines and go, "Oh, don't come here!" Or are they gonna try to sail one of the ships out and run out of diesel halfway out and just be stranded in the middle of the water? I don't think so. No, they can't take the embassy. No. They can raid it like terrorists did in Tehran, but they can't take our embassy. No, it doesn't work that way. They are essentially sovereign soil. Yep. I got a free flight, so I don't think they'll upgrade me. Oh, okay. Well, didn't we find huge oil and gas spots off our coast? Nope. Shell withdrew. The whiny little coloreds and rich, privileged elite whites stood on the beach and held their placards up. No, seismic testing here. You're killing the stones. You're hurting the sand's feelings. Environmental wackos stopped Shell, so they're not doing seismic testing. We didn't find anything. Now, the Angolans found a bunch. Namibia found a bunch, but you didn't find jack squat. ISIS killed in a joint operation with Iraq and the Kurds. Cool, that's interesting. Interesting note there. Oh, I forgot they just banned it. Weed. That's right. Yeah, you can't even have your edibles tonight, folks. You can't even get baked. So let's get baked. We can't, man. We can't. The health minister banned it. Aaron Mozzolati said no more edibles, man. What's that all about? Hey, Texas. 336 people here. 179 likes. Quit freeloading, folks. Hit the like button. Come on. I'm not going to tolerate freeloaders tonight.
That was easy.
Yeah, just hit the like button. It's not hard. Could take the embassy, but that would be a one-way trip to international isolation and blockade. Yeah, a blockade, which is an act of war. Exactly. Taking an embassy is an act of war. Yep. Pablo Charlie, why still so many U.S. ministries and departments and other federal agencies? We don't have ministries. We have departments, yes. Why? What do you mean still? Since when? Give me a time frame. You mean in the 50 days that Trump's been president? Are you serious? You think the president is going to eliminate an agency that's been in existence for 80 years in 5 minutes? Come on, man. Get serious, Pablo. Stop. Go troll elsewhere tonight. Well, maybe if it will scare off the Chinese illegal fishing. That might work, Arctic, if we bring our warships there. Our U-boats are only used for shark deterrence. Yeah, then they don't scare any sharks away. Yeah, that's right. They're going to raid the embassy with vuvuzelas. I can see it now. Hey, Ray Anthony. Look, the Sandef is attacking the American embassy. Look, there's one of the G4S guards for the embassy. He's got a nightstick. 200 Sandef soldiers have run away on Pretoria Street in Pretoria. Look at the Sandef running down Francis Bard. They're running down Francis Bard, also known as Schoolman. Yes. Vance for 48th. There you go. Remember, I didn't like him initially. We have Navy. They have rowboats. Oh, wow. Okay. Gideon says, I was checking in Narita. Oh, Narita. That's the airport in Tokyo. And they asked if they could move me so a family could sit together. I said, sure. The original ticket holder for my next seat showed up when I got to the gate and only business seats were open. So you got the business? You got business? Oh, dude, I'm so envious. I flew out of Narita in economy. Where is my car? Dude, where's my car? Where's my ambassador? It's good. We're all South African. I think the South African government are doing this all on purpose. That's what I've been saying for a month. I told people this. I'll claim to be the first. As far as I know, no one else said it. A month ago, I said Ramaphosa and the ANC are doing this on purpose. They want to play the victim. They want to be the martyrs here. Yep. 3 cannons in your Navy. And 200 pregnant soldiers from the Congo. Yep. Wow. Zeska Bell wants to know if the refugee program is available yet. It is not. Yeah, you don't want to mess with the Marines in the embassy. You definitely don't want that, folks. And Eric Holstamp, you see, have 10 memberships. Wow. A warrant for Glenn Simpson. Okay. Only once got upgraded South Africa flight to Cape Town. Yeah, business class is nice. Thank you for Etienne. I'm not going to do all these salutes. Wow, thank you all. Nancy doing China and Iran's dirty work. That's exactly. Hey, Hendo, there you are. All right, let me get to some of the news on this, folks, as we are approaching 362 on the live stream. So, this is not the one I want. Or is it the one I want? Yeah, here we go. All right, so let's go through some of these headlines, man. Oof. It made all the headlines. So this is from 7:30 this evening. I had to wait for some of these headlines to show up. So let me get to this. See if it gets to the right window. There we go. Rubio says South Africa's ambassador is no longer welcome in the U.S. after criticizing Trump. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said Friday that South Africa's ambassador to the U.S. is a race-baiting politician who is no longer welcome in the country. Latest sign of tension between the Trump administration and the African nation. He declared Ambassador Ibrahim Rasool as persona non grata in a social media post. Wow, South African ambassador to the United States is no longer welcome in our great country. The rare move to declare a diplomat unwelcome comes amid deteriorating relations, apparently driven at least in part by the billionaire Elon Musk. It's not driven by Elon Musk. They're still obsessed with Elon Musk. Elon Musk is not responsible for this. The ANC is responsible for this. Gosh. Wow. The president signed an executive order last month to halt aid in South Africa because of what the administration called egregious actions, referencing land expropriation law that Trump claimed unfairly targets the white Afrikaner minority. Afrikaners own the majority of land in South Africa 30 years after the end of apartheid. Well, first off, that's pure fiction, Politico. Afrikaners don't own the majority of land. White people don't even own the majority of land. White people own only 23% of the surface area of South Africa 7 years ago. And white people aren't exclusively Afrikaners. This is just, this is lazy. Lazy. Rasool criticized Trump and his allies for promoting white supremacy, not just at home but around the world, citing Musk and Vance's support for UK reform politician Nigel Farage and the far-right Return for Germany party. Wow. Former U.S. Ambassador to South Africa, Patrick Gaspard, who now leads the Center for American Progress, the word progress in there, I ought to tell you what it's about, was quick to comment. The U.S.-South Africa relationship has now reached its lowest point. There's too much at stake to not work towards the repair of this partnership. Yeah, well, if the Politico could be bothered to report factual information instead of bullshit, that would be helpful. F.I. Murray, all people here this morning, what a time to be alive, witnessing and being part of this history. It still blows my mind that the first heart transplant took place south, and now we can't transplant exactly behind bars. Odin's Vikings welcome you. Elizabeth Kruger, Gideon Russ. Mine was flying into Dubai on Emirates, so I got free access to Business Line. Yeah, the Business Lounge is nice. I never get to see it, but it's nice. So the reason why South Africa is removing the AIDS medicine attack, most likely more than 50%. Okay. We have something, we have a few Elon Musk characters. Okay, well, do you have any left? Hit the like button. Let's get 300 plus likes. Okay, then Jake Sullivan also needs to be brought in. Well, I don't disagree with that. We all know the media and the ANC's mouthpiece and will blame everything except the ANC of this. Exactly, Charmaine. That's the reason why I have to keep talking about this. Someone last night said, why are you still talking about this, Chris? Are you serious? I'm eviscerating the lies. By the way, I haven't even finished the video that I was supposed to do earlier. I had a video and I had to go into the VFW and then come back here. And then after gosh, man, oh man, oh man. I didn't get any time to myself this evening. I did get a chance to get a little bite to eat, but oof, I don't even remember what I ate this evening. What did I eat? Gosh, I can't remember. Black supremacy is experiencing some headwinds. Indeed it is. Yep. I love the sound of new memberships. I love the sound of more subscriptions. That's what I love. I want that 100,000 so I can blow that sign apart. Tessa, okay, is that really you, Tessa? Because you came back and you asked the same question you had asked before, and I'd answered many, many times, or at least someone was using your name, the all caps Tessa Fundameva. So if that's really Tessa, good morning to you. Sent and drive, yes. Yeah, exactly. That's another problem. It's another problem. Anthony von Blerk, how much of that money will reach the people? Most of it won't. Most of it won't, because the European Union doesn't demand accountability like the United States does. And they'll give it to the government of South Africa. We give it to NGOs. JC, what exactly is 20 April deadline all about? I think what you're talking about, the 20 April deadline, JC, is the 90 days from when Trump, so January, February, March, April. There's no deadline. That's simply Trump suspending foreign aid and Trump suspending the refugee program for 90 days. So thank you, John Fuller, for subscribing. That's all that is. That is not germane to the South Africa program. South Africa program is separate from that. It's a separate executive order, and it can be initiated at any time that the government wants to, any time. So we're waiting on that. The 20 April, 20 April could come and go, JC, and you won't have a South Africa program. 15 March could come and you could have a program. So I wouldn't worry about that date. Lutke, my dog had babies. It's Elon Musk's fault. He did this while saving astronauts in space. Speaking of which, yeah, what's going on with that? Are they up there yet? When do they reach the astronauts? Going for day 4 without electricity. Cornet lock. Are you? Good Lord. Never thought I'd ever say this, but thank you, ANC, for proving our point. Now the world can see just what we're going through. Yep. Simple maths. Because the ocean covers 70% of the earth, the whites cover 70% of the land. Oh, it's Sonia. God, I thought the blues covered 70% of the earth. Handmade spaghetti and meatballs, garlic bread. That is not what I had. I remember what I had. What did I eat, man? I can't remember what I ate. All I know is I'm hungry now. All news. Oh, I know what I had. I had salmon cakes. Gosh, I forgot all about it. I had salmon cakes earlier. That's what I had. Oh, my finger. That hurts. Oof. Oh, man. Cornet locked 4 days without electricity. All right, so that's Politico, and they've got it factually wrong. South African whites in 2017 owned a total of 23% of all the land. 29% of publicly available land. Magic Maiden. Thank you for becoming a member. Johan van Wyk is envy. He can't have a Stormers hat. It's okay, Johan. It's okay. You see, we stand together, brother. We stand together. So glad USA is finally seeing what's really going on. Well, yeah, Bozzy, but I've been seeing it for years. Was it pink or red salmon? It was pink salmon. Why do you ask? Whole news regarding Rasool debacle just disappeared off News 20. Are you serious? I had them up earlier. I did a screen capture. Let me see what the screen capture is, then I'll go look. Hang on. Okay. Oh, this is a typo. I got to fix that. Persona non grata was spelled wrong in my song. Okay, downloads. I think I saved the News 24. I hope I did. This is why you got to do screen captures when they happen, folks. Did I get the News 24? It's not looking promising here. I got the IOL story. News 24. That's an old News 24. Let me see. No, that's when he got appointed. No, I don't think I saved it. Well, so much for that idea. Let's go to News 24 and see what they say. If that happened, then then NASPER's, yep, you're right, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Wow. I had it somewhere. I wonder if it's still here and I can still pull it up. Come on, where's it at? I had it here somewhere. Let me see. Oh, crap. I'm looking to see if I can salvage this. If it's still on my screen. Somewhere. Not there. Nope. Huh. Okay. I was hoping it'd still be here. Nope. I don't have it. I'll be darned. Oh well, so much for that. War K520, welcome to you. Madeline Fairway, sir, you better eat at least at your best. Update us. Faithful Farmer, I couldn't help but notice in your military slideshow you were enlisted at one point. That's awesome, man. You went from green to gold. Mustang is what they say. But that's they counted me as a green to gold, but I was not green to gold. That program was created around the time I left my enlisted service in the 1980s. 1987, I got out of the Army, went back to university, and they created the green to gold program then. And they counted me in the numbers at ROTC, but I wasn't green to gold. Green to gold was for people who got out of the Army early to go back and finish college, or to go to college, and they got a scholarship. They didn't have to get a scholarship, but they could get a scholarship. But I didn't get out of the Army early. In fact, I stayed 6 months longer than I was supposed to, trying to reclassify. So I wasn't really green to gold. They counted me. That's fine for their stats, but I was nothing to do with green to gold. And as far as a Mustang, that's a term applied to former enlisted who become officers. They call them Mustangs. That's fine. That's fine. I don't mind being called that. But, a lot of people said the best officers are the ones who used to be enlisted, and I disagree. I knew plenty of what we call road warriors. That's retired on active duty road warriors who were terrible enlisted, terrible NCOs, and became terrible officers. Whether you're a good officer or not doesn't depend on whether you went to West Point, ROTC, direct commission, or you went to officer candidate school. None of that matters. I mean, it matters to inculcate you and give you to develop you, but none of that determines whether you become a good officer or not. Whether you become a good officer or not is inside you. It's in your head, your judgment. It's in your emotions. It's in your ability to communicate. It's in your ability to inspire and lead. It's in your ability to give the last full measure. That's what makes a great officer. And I've seen great officers from all sources commissioning. And there's no pattern. It's not that any particular group is better than the other. It's all down to the individual. So, yeah, but yes, I was enlisted. Yep, absolutely. I was in the active duty for 3.5 years and then the National Guard for 2 years. Suddenly, the South African budget is a secondary concern. Yep. Okay. Can't fix stupid. They're mistaken. And see, way past that. Yeah. All right. Salmon Patties Holding says, okay. You gave $100 billion for AIDS in the budget. I didn't see, there was no specification there, unless that's come out since then. I looked when the story came out, there was no indication whether there were loans or grants, no indication when the money was coming, how many years it was spread out over, or what the purpose was for. They said, green energy and stuff like that. They didn't say anything about HIV. You like Johan likes the Electric Interest song. Heinrich Schmidt, welcome to you. Sean Nadia, and then Basic Bling, Bazi Blinglung says, last week, me and my wife, it's my wife and I, my friend. My wife and I were working in our yard, a place we recently brought two black men who passed us telling me, oh, you're making the place nice for us. You can think what, yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it's pretty scary. All right, I'm caught up in the chat now. So 409 people here, 273 likes. A lot of freeloading going on. Come on, guys. Come on. Make it happen. So News 24 got rid of that, huh? Oh, here it is. I do have it. And I did do a screen capture. Here you go. I got it. I knew I had it. So why didn't that show up in my folder? I still got it. So they may have wiped their website, but I still have it. I still have it. Yeah, boy. Okay, I just saved it again just to make sure I've got it. There it is. Okay. Yep. Developing story. This is it. I caught the image earlier. I just found it finally. So yeah, they may wipe out their pages. Folks, always do screen captures when you find anything that's of particular interest. But here you go. This is a story that was on their website earlier. Let's get this full screen there. There we go. Developing South African ambassador Ibrahim Rasool no longer welcome U.S. And they put Donald Trump's picture there. Why don't they put Ibrahim Rasool's picture there? Susan Smith, hello. Goeiedag. How's it going? Wow. Agree with you 100%. It's done great officers, man. I just think it's cool you went from bottom. Oh, yeah. No, thank you, faithful farmer. No, I did. I mean, I went from abject poverty and no idea how to save, invest, make money, or lead anything other than, cattle on a farm and chickens and pigs, to going to university, to becoming a private, to becoming a sergeant, to going back to university and becoming a lieutenant and advancing all the way up to full colonel, which is the highest rank that's available to me. There's no higher rank. Yep. Johan Peterse. Thank you for your membership, Johan. Bye, Nunky. Joe Ferry, good morning from Amazimtoti. Joe, oh man, we did a meet and greet in Amazimtoti in August of 2022. Yesterday we heard that all government employees are going to be offered early retirement without penalties, probably pay off their debts and reduce the amount of state employees. You mean here in America, or are you talking about South Africa? Get some Crispitos to eat. What are Crispitos? I don't know what that is. Good morning from West Coast. Hey, Teresa, how's it going there? Leslie Vust, good morning. Around enticing whites into racial tiffs. We must be careful not to engage. Yeah, just ignore that stuff. The best answer for that is a firearm mounted on your side in plain sight. That usually shuts people up. Yep. People aren't so bold when that happens. Hey, so that's but now here's what's on News 24. So that's what I showed you from earlier. Hang on, let me put it over here so we can see it. So yeah, they've got their marching orders. Koos Becker has already received his instructions from the ANC, no doubt. And so this is what they had earlier. Why isn't that? Hang on a second here. Get the right one, right window. There we go. South African ambassador Ibrahim Rasool no longer welcome U.S. That's what they published earlier. And now it's gone. It's gone. Nothing listed on the most read articles, which would have made it the most read. Nothing here. Let's go to South Africa news under here. And I have a subscription, so I should be getting all the news. UN. That's Africa. Excuse me. I need South Africa. There we go. South Africa. Okay. Talking about Elon Musk. Bryce. Fikile Mabulula. Nothing. You're correct. It's scrubbed. IOL had nothing earlier. This is what IOL had earlier. They have the story about Trump, but this isn't Trump and this isn't Ibrahim Rasool. So this story is about Rasool attending the Mapungubwe Institute for Strategic Reflection, MISTRA, webinar. And this one here doesn't even get that he called Trump a racist. This journalist, Hope Mtanzi, didn't even mention that. Yeah, the webinar featured several prominent speakers, including Professor Linda Gale Becker, who's been whining and crying about not getting HIV meds. Yep. Wow. So, anyway. So, Rasool highlighted Trump's tendency to challenge traditional multilateral institutions. Yep. Doesn't say that he said. So that's what they actually reported on the event. They're the only news site I can find. Thank you, Arnell Romero. The only news site I can find reported, but there was nothing else. So let me see if IOL, because they're abed. They're lazy. IOL and News 24 and Times Live, for the most part, have no one awake at night. Nope, there's no change. They've not updated this because they're lazy. They sleep. They don't work. They're not 24-hour news organizations. I know this because I'm up when they should be up. They should have written stories about this in the middle of the night. They don't. I'm a one-man operation, and I outdo them all the time. The world does not need these bigoted racist Islamists to have nothing constructive or positive to offer humanity. The news gets changed to propaganda very fast. Yep. All right. Easy, says the G-Man. So why do you think they scrubbed it? Because they got their marching orders to turn it into something else. Instead of saying that Rasool, okay, this is the headline they published first, okay? They did stick a Trump. Thank you, Carrie McDougall, for your membership. So this is the headline they published, and want to take bets on what the next headline is going to be. Okay, ambassador no longer welcome U.S. Okay, watch. Okay, let's do a poll. Let's see how close we come to this. Let me do a poll. I'm gonna give you a couple options in this poll. Where the heck is my stream at now? Oh, it crashed. My tab crashed. Thank you, YouTube. Once again, this tab crashed. Crazy stuff. All right. Okay, that thing is up to 31,000, that video now, because people are waking up. 467 people here now. Maybe some more people will be joining us. Okay, let's do a poll. I'm going to write a few questions. Okay. Which will be the updated News 24 headline, okay? Okay. Okay. Let's see. That's one. Okay. I got a few of them here for you. I'll get one more. Okay, that one. I can get one more here. All right, so and I have one more option here. One more here. So let me another one. I got a fourth one here. Let me come with one here. Okay. Got it. 4 headlines. Okay, racist Trump admin kicks out SA ambassador. Trump admin's aggressive attacks on South Africa continue. Ambassador Rasool, victim of race politics. South African assault. Okay, there we go. Cool. Oh, I got, okay. Too many characters. I can't use that one. Okay, got it. What's the problem here? It's not working now. It won't let me do it. What's the deal here? Oh, this one's too long. Oh, that's why. That's why. I got to shorten. They won't let me use all the characters, guys. Sorry. Okay. Something's not right here. That one's too long. Ah. Ah. Okay, now I got it. I think I can finally get this. There you go. Sorry, guys. You only get so many characters. So I had to shorten these. All right, here you go. So you get the sense of it. Sorry about that. It took like 2 or 3 minutes. I apologize for that. But it'll be worth it. Okay, there's a membership, Gail Humphrey. Thank you for that. And Kevin Bannister's 21 Rand Super Chat. Thank you for that. Your first ever. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate that. Reg Dodd, Carrie McDougall, and then Samantha Busby. Good morning to you from Mid-Rand. Okay, Steve Newbold. Circus continues. RBV. Thank you for the morning news. You're very welcome. 14 Rand. Internet Archive is one of the oldest domains in the world. Yeah, but it doesn't always find everything. More than 400 watching. Support the channel. Hit the like button. Yes, it does help improve the algorithm. Thank you for that, Eric, for pointing that out. Freight Feline. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, Fright. I thought it said fright feline. Okay, welcome to you. Stuart Lennox. Stephen Red Mace, welcome, Stephen. Colonel's now writing the headlines for News 24. I am. Yeah, you know they're watching my program. You know they're watching it. Come on, we're not denying that. Come on, News 24. Out yourself. Which one of you is the journalist from News 24? One of you is a journalist. I know you're up. You're the only people working this hour for News 24. They have assigned some intern to watch Chris Wyatt. I guarantee it. So I've kindly written the headlines. Let's see which one of these appears in News 24 when they report on the story. Okay? They're trying to reach the Democrat audience, yes. That's why our media is relentless in verbal garbage. Well, there's no one reading it. Trust me, the Democrats are more concerned about Trump's no birthright citizenship and his kicking out illegal aliens. Oh, the poor migrants. They're not migrants, they're criminals. Good morning, Karen van Wyk. Morning from Gauteng, Boksburg, from Limpopo. Watchman Stone, good morning to you. Stephen Furry says, it's the one painting them as victims. Yep. When he was so cross, he said, why don't Trump just take his man from American Embassy? Now it's done for him. Yeah. Watching the storms ahead for Illinois. Okay. And thank you, Brett, for your membership. Racist Rubio expels honorary ambassador from fascist U.S. Well, not honorary. He's a real ambassador, so be honorable. You say honorable, but not honorary. He's not honorary. Some places have an honorary ambassador. They're not genuine ambassadors, but they're treated as such for small countries. Kevin Bannister, did I give the... Hang on a second. Did I get that? Okay, Christo. The greatest crime in South these days is the truth. Politicians lying like they're getting paid for it. Well, they are getting paid for it. Saw some disturbing recent polls. ANC highly unpopular, less than 15. I didn't see that poll, but that wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, EFF 40%. No way. No way that's true. No way that's true. If Trump were to sanction South of EU, other traditionalized false. No. No. Maybe Japan. Taiwan. Maybe. But not a whole lot of other people. What's my view on the UN endgame? UN endgame where? Where? Trust News 24. Gareth Jack says the world does not need these. Yep, okay, I already passed that. And I got Kevin Masters, Kerry McDougall, RBV, Graham Kelly, good morning to you. Gail Humphrey, thank you for joining. Marco Rubio deleted our ambassador. Yes, he did delete your ambassador. F7. And there's a super chat coming from Daniel Sten, 70 Rand. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate that. It's very kind of you. No, it doesn't. And then it was compromised. Huh? ANC will go to freedom of speech not allowed. Bastard kick out of the country or exercise freedom of speech. Yeah, that's a good one, Adam. I like that one. Sorry, I'm a bit late. Has the ambassador been expelled? Yes, he has. We have no bananas today. Thank you, John Hubbard, for subscribing. Daniel, thank you for that super chat. Selma Cruz in from the Free State. Welcome to. Jeremy is in from Indonesia. Welcome, Jeremy. And what's this? Good morning. First interview on embassy date have been given. Yeah, we'll see, South Africa. I haven't got confirmation from Americans, and I won't get that till the earliest at Monday now because the State Department doesn't work on the weekend. I have concerns that that's fake. Although people have analyzed the email, they appear to be genuine. I thought they were genuine too, but State Department hasn't confirmed what's going on with that or how they got these people's names. Probably someone you sent them an email, and they made a list off of people who sent them emails. And maybe because you did that, you're going to be among the first. So that's a very back-assward way of doing this. But if they're doing that, we'll have to wait and see. Maverick is going to report breaking news. Racist YouTube writes headlines for YouTuber for News 24. No. Amazing Outtakes Nations. It's a right-wing podcaster, not a university lecturer, not a polyglot, not a published author in academic and popular press, not a linguist, not a intelligence officer, not a counterintelligence agent, not a strategic intelligence officer, not someone that's written for the President of the United States. No. But a right-wing podcaster. Yes. Not a journalist. No, just a right-wing podcaster. I wear that badge of honor now. I took offense to it, but it's just comical that people are so lazy that they can't be bothered. Undercover journalists conflicted between seeing the truth every morning and going to write BS. Exactly. Yeah, Estelle, the VAT increase is very bad, and it's in. And you know, nobody's covering that. Nobody's talking about that. I mean, it was reported in the news, so it's not my story. I didn't break the story, but I did do a video on it, and I talked about shocking VAT increase, and I've only got 24,000 views on it. Wow, 24,000 views. I reported on that yesterday. Wow, I thought that would have a lot more views. because people don't know that this is happening. Carrie McDougall gave a super chat of 70 Rand. Thank you, Carrie. That's at 33,000 now, by the way, and climbing. 5,500 views in this hour as South Africans wake up on a Saturday. 159. It was 101 subscribers. Then it was 138. Now it's 159 on that video that I did. Ambassador kicked out. Cool beans. Good day to all, Maverick Mate. You've been here for a while, though. How many languages, Well, Faithful Farmer, I used to be fluent in about 5. But I say that I speak or familiar with 6, but it's actually a couple more than that, but I just never take credit for it because I don't really speak them well enough. But I'm fluent in 3. I used to be fluent in 4-ish, maybe 4 or 5. But yeah, my proficiency, my fluency in Swahili went out the window, but it's an easy language. Jina langu ni Chris mimi anaka Pennsylvania. Mbuzi wawili. Wow, mbuzi wawili kiboko. Yeah, no. Anyway, State Department still full of Bush, Clinton, Obama cronies. I don't know what you mean by cronies. There are lots of people with their own political views, but the federal government tends to be full of people who trend Democratic. That's correct. Yep. Xavier, how's it going, man? You don't give us much choice. Don't give who much choice, man? What are you talking about? It's mind-boggling that the openly racist government in the world call President Trump. Yeah, exactly, Jean wrote. Exactly. It is ironic to call him a racist. Yep. Rubio just Alt F4 Rasool. Yes. Chances this will be the headlines all mainstream for the whole week and next. Yeah, no doubt about it. Okay. I get that the ANC is trying to get sanctions imposed, but to what purpose? To play the victim. They get more money from Tehran probably for doing what they want them to do. Yes, it's on BBC News. I'm surprised because they're a woke organization. No, I got BBC too. Yes. Okay. All I know is News 24 is so confused by your options that there's one. Their one-track AI brain has crashed. For those of you just tuning in, did you hear our song? Did you guys hear our song? Should I play the song one time for people? Should I play it just to take a little pause here because people have tuned in. We've been at this for an hour and 15 minutes. It's the beard that makes you look like Eugene Terreblanche, want to be a right-wing podcaster. I don't know about that. You should have seen the beard once down to my navel. I look like a homeless person. Simon Christoph, please send someone to go check on the furniture after you. That's messed up. The following taboo and Becky strategy. Okay. Not a happy campers here. Fred Baranga and Public Cyril. We will not be bullied behind the scenes. Please answer my call. Baba Trump, please answer my call. Baba Trump. Could somebody get Jacob Zoom in here? He knows how to talk to Trump. Yeah, Trump does have caller ID, no doubt. It's the bat phone. To the bat phone. Yes. Da-na-na-na-na-na, Batman. To the bat phone. Look, folks. Foxtrot Alpha, Foxtrot Oscar. You're going to say he didn't use the words white, so America's racist for inferring race. Honestly, I think they don't even know. I don't think you have to get another bachelor South that does not have the ANC mindset. Asa Duma, thank you for subscribing, Asa. Que le bois. Monray Sieberts, Musk. Must send to Guantanamo. I don't know about that. When do you eat and sleep? Stefan, rarely. I'm fluent in 3, English, Afrikaans, and Cockprat. I haven't gotten around to watching the episode in question. I watched the follow-up, though. Okay. We're all right-wing now because we follow your channel. Yes, play the song. Okay, all right, we're going to do it, folks. Here, we're going to play the song. This song is awesome. Here's my ode to Ibrahim Rasool. This video, folks, is... I'm going to put up so we can both listen. We can listen to it at the same time. Hang on, let me put it over here. Output. So I used AI to write this song, and I put the images and the text and the and all the stuff to it. So here we go. Ibrahim Rasool. The song is Persona non grata. Persona non grata. It is not an Italian libretto. No, it is a persona non grata for Ibrahim Rasool. That's the wrong button. There we go. This is for Ibrahim Rasool and all my peeps out there. Here we go, folks. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Get ready for this. Are you ready? Let's get ready to rumble.
In the heart of shadows where headlines grow, when walls talk back and windows cry. Boundaries drawn under heavy skies. In the space between the set and scene lies a story that cuts unclean. Hold the ties that thread entangled tight. Diplomatic dances in the cold moonlight. A step misplaced and the stage does sway. Persona non grata carried far away. Persona non grata carry far away.
The song is out already because I produced it. I wrote that song, or I did that song tonight on AI. Yeah, I did that earlier. I put all that to it. That's me. That's all. God bless it. What is with this stupid thing? There we go. I couldn't get rid of it. Wouldn't close. Yeah, that's out because I produced it already. I produced it a few hours ago. It's already on my Twitter account. Yeah, Xander, it gets better every time I listen to it. Lyrics are hard hitting and true. That's right. Oh my goodness, folks. There you go. How many people voted? 286 people voted in the poll. We got 539 here. Get busy on the poll, folks. Let's see what you've got to say about the song, okay? Is it not great that Rubio holds people account for their actions? It is. Yeah, please play that song. We did, Carrie. There it is. ANC will not change their stance, says Alan. They don't care what happens to South Africa. Okay. Kay Gardens, good morning to you. Zebin Murray for the ambassador job in South Africa. Who get it will probably, after opening his mouth the first time, he'll be considered racist and chased out of the country. Probably true, Zebin. Probably true. My favorite TV shows, heard that chime 1,000 times. Olivia Benson rocks. She's Jane Mansfield's daughter, if you didn't know that. Yep. Need a second cup of coffee, says Fred. Okay. The series My Resident Alien was so funny. I know Resident Alien. Also keep playing Law & Order sound. Let's go for 400 likes. There you go. All right, we're at 400 likes. Let's go for 500 likes. I can't wait to see cast my first vote for Republican in 5 years, says Walk. Okay. Xander, okay. Yeah, I'm back in the 90s with music. Loving it, says El Marie Taylor. Jean Root says, I'm wondering that now that the truth is coming out to light, if the ugly truth about xenophobia in this country will also come out. Yeah, no, I know. I've been reporting on the xenophobia in South Africa too. Ibrahim, am I dreaming? Yeah, Veritas, where you been, man? You got to watch my content. I broke the story globally. And yes, I broke the story. I'm sorry. No one else. Prove it. Show me the digits. My video, my analysis is up quicker than anybody else's. Yes, Breitbart and Joel Pollack did break the story about the Zoom session. And then I made a video analyzing that. And as soon as I put it down, I was about to walk out the door and freaking Marco Rubio put a tweet out and said, he's PNG'd. And I put a video out and I broke it to the world. I broke it to the world. Yep, song is out already, Faith Farm, because I made it. Okay, so Rhino Girl. Maybe he learned a little lesson too late, though. Your actions, consequences. Yep. Look, folks, Ibrahim Rasool is welcome to say what he likes in his private capacity. But as I said, his selection as ambassador was a questionable and foolish decision by the ANC. This is a man that in his private capacity as a retired ambassador was writing, bleachment for Trump, calling him a Nazi, picture of Hitler, and retweeting these things and saying evil things about, he hates Trump, he hates white people, he hates Christians, he hates America. And why we'd ever send him as an ambassador for a second tour is beyond belief. The only reason he came here the first time is because Barack Hussein Obama, the mixed race president, was black in his mind, and that was okay with him. So that's the only reason that he was ambassador for 5 years before. No, this guy is welcome to say what he wants in his private capacity, but he's in the role of ambassador. That's just not right, man. That's not right. Neil Smith says, boom. Okay. Steve Newbolt, Julie Edwards, Derek Kruger, Okay, Fright Feline, Martin Williamson, morning, Colonel. Okay, morning to you. Smash the like button. Yep. Scary that, guys, this is unchristian, hateful, racist, operative at the top level of our government. Yep. Rion loves the song. We'll add it to the list of struggle songs. I get the lyrics, man. Let me find the original. Where's the original at? Somewhere I got here. Oh, I didn't do the lyrics with it. Sorry, I didn't do the MP4. So cool vibes for banned edibles. Yeah, you can't have edibles, but you can have my music. Top 100 chart listing. News 24 always posting crap so they can hide as much as possible. The fact GDP growth average below 1% only for recent years and unemployment is 33%. It's higher than that. AI is wild. It is. That's from AI, man. And loves it. 5 seconds of summer vibes. Looks like a movie trailer. Should have included footage of Trump doing the YMCA dance. Actually, yeah, that would have been too much, I think. That song's so cool. Gets better every time I hear it. Lyrics are hard-hitting and true. Should be in the top 40. Google race classification of African government. Very clear. It's been in the law for 31 years. Yep. Tuns Bota says, morning. Woke up this morning. Good news on a Saturday. Awesome song. I get the feeling that the ANC have accepted that they're no longer going to be part of AGOA, hence they want to broker a trade agreement. They're not going to get a trade agreement, man. Can you picture this now? Look, just yesterday. Well, now it's Thursday for you guys, but Thursday for me too. Now it's Saturday morning, but Thursday for me and for you, we were just having a conversation with General Holomisa about everyone needs to calm down, stop the name calling, let's be adults in the room, and let's sit down at a table and work out these issues between the U.S. and South Africa. That's what Bantu Holomisa and I said. A lot of you rubbish what he said, but that was a voice of reason. And then less than 24 hours later, Ibrahim Rasool is calling Trump the leader of a white supremacy movement and calling Americans racist. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Philip Camphor, how's it going? There has to be a puppet master behind all this. Yeah, it's called Tehran. They've never been held accountable for their actions. This is super exciting. Yep, Charmaine, it's right. It's right. Oh, you love the hat. Thank you, Francois Swart. There was a Bulls fan here earlier who didn't like it. Yeah, and here's the thing. This is not a diplomatic. So let me be clear about this, folks. If you haven't watched my video, we have these things where diplomats are PNG'd and sent out. Most frequently, it's between Russia and the U.S., tit for tat. They'll kick out some spies from our side. We'll kick out some spies from their side. We'll deny their spies. They'll deny their spies. But they're all spies. They kick them out. And, so it goes back and forth. But rarely, they don't kick an ambassador out. And that's for a political situation between the two countries. People are victims of it. We had our defense attaché kicked out of Russia years ago, like on no notice. He was put on a plane with like 2 hours. All of his stuff was left behind in Russia. His family was there. Then his family had to fly out after him. It was crazy. All because Russia and Obama couldn't get along. I think it was Obama. And so, poof, it might have been over Crimea. And he was a victim, just sent out of the country over some nonsense. Another guy who was a Russian foreign area officer, I know him personally. He was kicked out of the country. He didn't do anything wrong. Kicked out of the country, and he can't go back to Russia. Well, he's a Russia foreign area officer. What's he supposed to do for the rest of his career? It stunted his career. He never got past, I think, lieutenant colonel. Maybe made colonel in the end, but his career was dead. All he could do was be a staff officer at the Pentagon or European Command. He couldn't go to Russia anymore. But he was able to go to some of the crazy stands. But anyway, so that happens. But this is Ibrahim Rasool in his personal capacity, not in his official capacity. His actions in a personal capacity as a Homo sapien have got him kicked out of the country. That's nothing to do. So South Africa, it all matters what the response is. If the ANC is mature, this is what their response will be, folks. If they're mature, they will say, Ambassador Rasool's comments do not reflect the government of South Africa's position. We are recalling him, and he will be censured. That's what they should do. But they won't. No, the ANC will go, oh, the racists. See, we told you the racist. Donald Trump, I don't know what he knows about South Africa. Donald Trump can keep his America. We will keep our South Africa. Yeah, that's what they'll say. Yep. ANC chickens are coming home to roost. Left, right, and center. Sitting with my popcorn, enjoying the show. Why black Americans use their dollars while complaining about America? They conveniently ignore the fact that DNA is largely Nigerian. Cam Del Monte, are you in East Africa? Where are you from, Cam? Where are you from? I used to live in Uganda and Ethiopia. Where are you from, Cam Del Monte? Yes, the black Americans, their DNA is, by the way, I got to correct you on that, Cam. Most black Americans' DNA is not West African. It's European. That's the dirty little secret. Most black folks in America are mostly white. They're mostly white. Did you know that? That's true. They'll be mostly white, those black folks. That's true. That's so true. That's because they've been knocking boots down there in the deep south. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. Push it. Push it good. Oh, there was the evil white slave owners who raped all the slave girls. Yeah, that happened. That did happen, that's for sure. But most black Americans have more European DNA than they have African DNA. But yes, most of those who have African DNA, it tends to come from West Africa. Some from the Congo Basin, where a lot of slaves were snatched because the Congolese sold them, the Angolans, by the dozens, by the hundreds, by the thousands. Yeah, Cam Del Monte, welcome to the program. Whereabouts in East Africa from there, brother? Assume it's a guy. I mean, could be wrong. Cam might be short for Kamala. Kamala. No, I don't mean to insult you. Okay, yeah. Jeremiah. America. Land. Plymouth Rock. Landed on America. Yeah. Anyway. Juan Milan, welcome to you. Pete Fundalinda. Blunders when they're called out to play victims. Yep. Lightly colored. Yes. Can become a refugee due to my surname, Bannister. Kevin, I don't know. We'll see. If the U.S. will impose sanctions, however, this corrupt government will sell the country off piece by piece to the Chinese. Well, they've already been doing that. Someone needs to get a hold of the NC memo to the cadres that says they must double down on poking the MAGA orange man. Yeah. I'm East African, and I consider the American blacks an evil hybrid group of people, says Cam. Interesting. Bring on the sanctions, expel South Africa from AGOA. Please do this. Hey, Charles, what's going on, man? Best news just when you got up. Thank one less cater. Sound just like Mugabe. Sorry for that. Current affairs have been crazy. Emigrated to Canada 5 years ago, so I have to keep up with Trump action from Canada plus Trump action versus South. Interesting times indeed, says Stefan Miller. Mike B, they blame apartheid. Oh, Cam Del Monte, Ethiopia. All right, cool beans, Cam. Thanks for sharing. Well, Cam, your surname is interesting. Maybe that's just a pseudonym you're using. But Cam, will you confirm or deny? I live in Ethiopia, folks, and we had Americans come over, and they would describe Ethiopians as black. And Ethiopians would be like, black? Not black, I'm Ethiopian. They're not Bantu, and they don't consider themselves to be Bantu and Nguni-speaking peoples. They're a very different breed of people, very different, independent and strong Ethiopians. They have their own language. Many people do. They have their own alphabet. Not everybody has their own alphabet. They have their own calendar. They celebrate Christmas, the Christians, at a different time than we do. Yes, and they also tell time differently. I was down with everything in Ethiopia except the time thing, man. That is so confusing. And their time doesn't match up the way we do it. Ethiopia is a very independent country. Unfortunately, it's run by a guy who likes to exterminate Tigrayans, so we won't get into that tonight. Yves Lombard, we will not be bullied. South African government elite, state captured by Islamic ideology, idiots in Iran, terrorist money. Yep, well, that's well stated there. Right, how are we doing there, folks? 570 people currently. Ooh, wow, my video is frozen. We don't have 570. Let's see what we have. YouTube, man, they just really have not gotten their crap together for like 2 months now with these tabs crashing. It doesn't matter which browser you use. It just keeps crashing. 589 people currently here, folks. Cool beans. So we got 4 answers in the poll. Okay, good. Almost 600 people here. Be sure to hit the like button, folks. It's free. You're not paying anything for this unless you give a super chat. Werner Lamprecht says, bye-bye. Go home to mommy. That
was easy.
Hit that button, man. The button's not broken. You can hit it. 481, 481. Let's get 600, 500. Okay, can they close the embassy? No, they can't close them. They can tell us to close them, but then that's going to be an act of war. That's an act of aggression. The Vienna Convention allows for these things. They're international standards. So, yep. Friday is the favorite day for USA to drop the mic. They're like Tom McDonald, man. Donald Trump gets his marching orders from Tom McDonald because every Friday Tom drops a new music. Cam is laughing. Can South Africa close the US embassy? Is Het Stoltz, welcome to you. Barry Peters, Newsroom Africa, Washington declares South Ambassador persona non grata, accusing him of hating American trade. That's accurate. That's accurate. Newsroom Africa. Is it on video already? Let's go to, because I can't get Newsroom Africa unless they put it on YouTube. Newsroom Africa. Flow Rugby. Why are they 10 people? Oh, the Crusaders versus Western Force are playing right there. Newsroom Africa live. Let's see. No, there's nothing there for me. Nothing there for me. Okay. All right. So, we dropped from 600 back to 592. You guys are fickle, man. Okay. Also, many were sold by their own tribes. Yeah, no, we know that. Not just the Yoruba. Lots of people sold people in West Africa. Don't think so, but it will inconvenience Americans around here. 10,000 Americans. The U.S. might close some. Who knows? There's more than 10,000 Americans living in South Africa. But yeah, ANC can't do diplomacy correctly. Yep. Louis Foster and everyone, funny action this morning. Yeah. Ethiopia, Kenyan, our tribe is found in both countries. Okay, Cam, thank you. You're from down south end. Dumiso Fodi, thank you for joining us. Dumdiso, I'm sorry I mispronounced that. It came up very fast and I couldn't see it because the color matches my clock. So ANC calls. Well, actually, it's down here. Dumiso Fodi, welcome. The Dumiso sounds South African, but the Fodi doesn't sound South African. Welcome. That Rasool is going to come back. Yeah, well, of course he's going to come back and stir crap. He'll be a hero. He'll be a hero for sure. Totally off topic, but if you let us know what sort of diet and exercise does a colonel employ, what would you recommend for energy levels? Well, it's genetic, man. The mitochondria that I've inherited through the millennia that fuel my cells, I can't give you that. I got special mitochondria, man. I got special blood. I got B positive blood. I'm left-handed. I got blue eyes, and I had strawberry blonde hair till it did this. Yeah, so I got different kind of DNA, man. I'm a Viking. Conquered the known world. Yeah, so as far as exercise, this is what I recommend to everybody. Seriously, I'm not a fitness guru, and I was never a person to put on weight until recently with the injury. In the past couple of years, I've been putting on weight. But anyway, so for your health, you should walk 3 days a week minimum. Start out slow, do 10 to 15 minutes, do 20 minutes. You have to get 20 minutes of sustained exercise before you reach aerobic activity and start burning off excess fat and energy. But the purpose is not to lose weight. You shouldn't exercise to lose weight. That's not what it's about. You should exercise to keep your body fit. It's like an engine. You have to run it. You can't let it sit for months because then it rusts and it gets frozen up. The engine will freeze up and seize up. So you don't want to let things sit. Plus the battery will die. The cables will get corroded. You want to fuel that engine with energy. You want to use that engine. So the sinews in your joints, the ligaments and the tendons and the joints and all the cartilage has to be used. You have to do it. So exercise, walk is very good for you. Very good for you. If you can't do that, go swimming. Swimming is fantastic aerobic exercise. It's exhausting. I hate swimming. Swimming is the last resort. I can swim, but I hate it. The water is not a natural place for humans. Dogs are great in the water. Fish are great in the water, but not humans. That's not the Chad Leclos, great for him, but I'm not going there. Michael Phelps, great for him, but no, the water is not for me, man. But it's a better form of exercise because there's less stress on the body parts. Whereas when you're walking, you're putting stress on your joints and things. But you can do it at your own pace and have good shoes. Change your shoes out every few months if you can afford it, as they wear out. And if you have the money, have 2 or 3 pairs of shoes so you wear a different pair each day so they last longer and they recover. But exercise, it's good for your heart, your cardiovascular system. You'll live longer, you'll be healthier, and you will lose weight as long as you keep your diet under control. So that's my recommendation. Does that help, Super D? Can anyone tell me if one would lose citizenship if one chooses to accept refugee offering? Jean Root, it is illegal under international agreements for a state to strip you of your citizenship by taking refugee status. So, but would South Africa do that? Possibly, but it's not allowed. So you can't be kept stateless. That's not legitimate international agreements. So yes, but we can't account for what the South African government's going to do. Reno Peter say, welcome to you. We need a Weird Al Yankovic song for this. Yeah, that'd be great. Weird Al Yankovic would do that fantastic. Okay. All right. So don't mean to sound like I hate them, but when I observe rap music, it makes me think they're evil hybrids. Yeah, just a nickname. That's what I figured. Any word on your poll, Chris? The poll's still running, 430 votes. I'm letting it run. Guy Harrison, social entrepreneur. Well, that sounds like an actor there. Welcome, Guy. Istefak. Goeiemorgen, mon sonskin. Goeiemorgen, mijn kind. All right, cool. Mari Muller, thank heavens for kicking out. Okay, it's actually very good to hear. I'm not black. I'm Ethiopian. The right mindset. World needs more of it. Yeah, exactly. No, Ethiopians, man, they're like, no, I'm Ethiopian. Now, this gentleman is from down south, maybe describes himself as black African. I don't know, but the Amharic speakers don't consider themselves to be black. Trump is replacement for the party excuse for all ANC failures. One thing, they'll blame him. Rasool will be a hero. Yep, totally out of topic. I answered that already. Okay, thank you, Masilela. Lots of interesting African names jumping on here. What's that about? Can anyone tell me if one would lose this? Okay, I answered that. Sorry. Julie says they get blamed for everything. Yep, I understand now why the NC can meet anyone in the White House. Can't. No, they couldn't. In fact, that's one of the headlines I put in. It was one of the Financial Times headlines. He couldn't get an appointment with anybody. Chris, the sad reality, South End taxpayer will take the hit for NC. Give him a golden handshake. Yep. Stream S Embassy to Delray Drive. Why would you want your South African citizenship if you get U.S. refugee status? Flash Gordon says you can't have ambassadors. Well, who said you couldn't? I never said you couldn't have ambassadors. Where are you getting that from, man? I bet you lose it like I did by just accepting Canadian citizenship. Well, first, without requesting retention. Stefan Muller, if you accept citizenship, but now see, stop. Okay. The question wasn't whether you accept citizenship from somewhere else, which you did for Canada. The question was if you accept refugee status. If you take refugee status, a state cannot strip you of your citizenship. That is not allowed. If you accept citizenship elsewhere, your renounce citizenship, of course they can strip your citizenship. But you cannot strip someone of their citizenship because they're a refugee. You also can't strip someone of their citizenship if they seek asylum abroad. Tunes van Skalkvik, thank you for subscribing. Colonel has some serious pull in Washington. Well, we'll see. My engine doesn't rust. Whiskey is anti-corrosive. That's true. In that case, my car is on bricks. That's why I don't drive a chest hair. It just doesn't grow on steel. Oh, Flash Gordon's got a strong chest. Okay, Mari Muller. It jumped on me there. Come on, come back here. Why still having the American embassy in Stanton if they're going to? We don't have an American embassy in Stanton. We do not have an embassy in Stanton, folks. Stop confusing things. I know you're not in a diplomatic world, but an embassy is not a consulate. A consulate is not an embassy. In many smaller countries, the both are co-located in the same building, but they're not the same thing. Arnold Pollock signed for South Africa. Welcome to Arnold Pollock. Yes, the building in Joburg is a consulate. The building in Durban and Cape Town are consulates. They're not embassies. We have one embassy in South Africa. It's in Pretoria, in Hatfield, on Schoeman. That's where it's at, in Pretoria Street. I think it's Pretoria's, the other side. Greetings from Zambia, says Neil Kruger. Welcome back to you. I'm walking 30 minutes to work and then 30 to get home. Len Crow, that's fantastic as long as you're safe in that walk. Swimming and buoyancy, good stuff for you. Okay? Walking is important and it's inexpensive. Yep. You don't need a gym for a walk. Do you think we'll ever get to the point where Trump advised Americans? No, I don't think so. Well, let's see what happens, what they do. Why Americans promote rap in Africa even though it's a bad influence? Not all rap is bad. Not all rap is bad. Sugar Hill Gang wasn't bad. Will Smith's rap is not bad. Gangster rap is bad. Once you're a U.S. citizen, green card holder, after some time, you can visit with a visa. Okay, I don't know what John's question was, but if you are a refugee, you're not allowed to return to your home because you escaped it. Your life was in jeopardy, so you're not going back. So let's get that out of the way. People ask the question, what if someone in your family, a death or funeral? You can ask for an exception. It's up to the government to grant that. But remember, you're coming back to a country that's hostile towards you, so you're taking a risk. So keep that in mind. However, within 1 year of arrival, you must apply for a permanent residency card as a refugee, and that process is far simpler than other people. So you apply for it, you get it, because we already done a background check on you and let you come in the country. You get your permanent residency, your green card, and then after 5 years, should you desire to, you can become an American citizen. You apply for it, you become it. Once you have a U.S. passport, you can go anywhere you want, and you don't need a visa to go to South Africa. They give you one on entry for 90 days. All right? That's the facts right there. Okay? Steve Newbold is on his fourth coffee already. Franco du Toy. Thank you for Super One on the Rasool. Watched last night when you tried to download his rant. Thank you for that, Franco. Philip Monroe, hours after the NC accepted the EU deal, the USMC guy who was apparently doing a good job got kicked out of the US. Is that the headline you're going to use? I got to deal with the Sharks. What's this? The news is on Newsroom Africa and breaking news writing at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, but I don't have Newsroom Africa. I go there looking for a live feed, and there's no live feed. Yep, there's nothing. All I get is the videos they post on YouTube after the fact. I don't have I don't have DSTV. You're gonna field day with the news article about this. They are indeed. How will South Africa revoke your citizenship? The systems don't work. Yeah, that's a good point. How are they going to take it out? That doesn't even work. Okay, you lose globalization, destroying culture, diversity, world. It is. And I stand up for languages that are dying, like Nu in South Africa. One first language speaker left, and she's 90. You lose your citizenship once you take citizenship in another country. Correct. But not by becoming a refugee. You're not an American citizen with refugee status. You're a guest. Flash Gordon, it's not the case for everybody. Many people have come on here and have gotten passports. Many people have gotten passports. We haven't gotten 500 votes on this poll yet. I'm trying to get the 500 votes before I pull it. Can we get the 500 votes so I can put another poll up? Maybe we can walk safely and freely again once in America. Michelle, would be nice to have leaders of the caliber of Donald Trump. Yeah, it would be. Frank DeCourt, thank you for subscribing. Yves Lombard, breaking news. US Rubio posted ex-ambassador. Dragon Lords Customs, welcome you. Nico Brandt, Rasool is absolutely worst piece of pool. Yep. Anna the Baden Horses, subscribe. Hate the Stormers hat. Please put a Sharks hat on. Psych! You leave my Stormers cap alone. Okay. Who wants to come to this crap hole country? Some people in my social services things like, what if Trump takes over South Africa? Wouldn't happen. Wouldn't it be a bad thing? Thank you for clearing that up. You're welcome, Jean Root. Hey, Matt Canali, there's my rugby pal. Hey, Matt, how's it going? How's it going? Province, says Jean-Pierre Jean. Eric Holzkip. Well, look, I mean, what more do you want, guys? I've got the Sharky up. He's over there. There he is. He's on the shelf next to the bear. It was a gift from South Africa. Do you think they'll be able to deport that? Yeah, I don't know when. I don't know. I'm a Dodd sitter when it comes to rugby. No, I'm a Province fan and Stormers fan all the way, but I root for South African rugby, so I've got stuff from all the teams. Yep. Sharks hat would have suited you better, says Nadia Pinar. Freddie's like, well done. Opi Province. Only good source of money we got going for South Africa. Their government stops you from being an entrepreneur. Mark Tisson just subscribed. Thank you for that. Engelbrecht says our citizenship is in jeopardy with this country. They just they want. They don't care the rest of the world. Way to go, Chris. Stormers all the way, says Thomas Holmes. Problems. I mean province. People are subscribing left and right. They must be watching that video right now. You thought I was going to put it on, huh? Barry Peters. Oh, no. I would put that on when they're playing teams in Europe. Newsroom's X account says breaking. Ambassador USA faced expulsion for Washington being declared persona non grata. Yeah, that's an accurate headline. Okay, let me go to their Twitter account. Newsroom Africa. X. I can't bring myself to say X. Newsroom Africa. Newsroom Africa. And thank you for subscribing, Sam Hasbrook. Okay. Breaking ambassador. Face expulsion. Yep. But there's nothing else there. That's all they got there. Okay, cool. All right. VP Uleka Ding. Yep. Western Cape becomes independent. The Stormers become an international team. They do. They become an international side. Let's go for 600 likes. We're at 587 likes. We're getting close. We're getting close. Sad that even our rugby and cricket must be BEEE. Blue Boy likes the Stormers hat. Yes, I saw the cricket B. I did a video on that too. And that was a golden oldie, folks. Did you see my cricket video? Let me find that one real quick. Let me get to the cricket video. We'll play that. Because it goes back to 2020 when the Telecom Netball League fiasco happened, when the team won 40, the Sundowners won 43-42, and they were disqualified because they had too many black players on the court. Wow. Too many black players. Can you believe this stuff? Okay, where's the cricket at? How long ago did I do that video? My goodness, I do so many videos here. VAT, Avon Meyer, Trump, refugees, Sharon Posa, Trump. Oh, here it is. There we go. Got it, finally. I did it March 11th. It's already been 4 days. Wow, view on YouTube. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Well, I don't need that ad. Let's get rid of that ad. Design.com. Logo maker. Oh, I'll have to check that out. Folks, welcome back. This is Chris in Central Pennsylvania. The stupidity of systemic state-enforced racism in South Africa rears its ugly head once again as Cricket South Africa's racist rules undermine the integrity of the sport. For reflection, let's take a look at the United States. The National Football League is 65% black players. America is 11% black. The National Basketball Association is 78% black. America is 11% black. Should we introduce quotas to have an accurate representation of the population, given that 75% of America is white? Should 75% of the players in the NFL be white instead of just 30%? Should 75% of the players in the NBA be white instead of just 9%? Maybe 12% include foreigners. Should we introduce quotas? Well, of course not. People should play based on their talent, not based on their skin pigmentation. On Monday afternoon, Cricket South Africa confirmed that the Warriors lost their playoff spot after being docked match points due to a breach of the Cricket South Africa administrative conditions. It's a golden oldie from my original censored YouTube channel about the lunacy of race policies in netball. Hey folks, welcome back to Job Africa. This is Chris, and this time I don't know what to say. I mean, this is just beyond belief, just the cloud cuckoo land world that South Africa is. The trolls and the racists and bigots who come onto channels like this and try to play the little provocative games about, well, you only ever do this for white people, or you only ever do this for that, you only ever do this. Those who watch this channel know that that's utter nonsense. But let me just put this in focus for you once again. So when I complain about quotas in sports, I make the point that it's stupid. You pick the best players for the game. If you're not happy that certain people aren't amongst the best players, then perhaps you ought to take a look at how you develop kids and how you develop the sport at the youth level. And then you'll develop the talent across all ethnicities who are interested in the game. But let's talk about this. So netball. For those of you outside the Commonwealth, though unfamiliar with the game, it's kind of like basketball on a court with a ball about the size of a volleyball that mostly girls play, netball. And so it's very popular, and it's actually quite lucrative, and it's a professional sport in other Commonwealth countries like Australia and the United Kingdom. And so athletes from South Africa can make a lucrative living, young ladies working abroad playing the sport. But let's talk about what just happened here, folks. A couple of days ago, the Mpumalanga Sunbirds were eliminated from the Telecom Netball League, the TNL, after breaching transformation rules. Come again? Breaching transformation rules? Uh-oh, folks. It sounds like the Sunbirds had too many white girls on their team, right? I'll bet that's what you're thinking. Those evil, racist Sunbirds, the Mpumalanga Sunbirds, had too many white people on their team, right? Wrong. Very wrong. You'd be mistaken if you think that the problem was they had too many white people. They had too many black girls on their team. Come again? I thought transformation was about handing everything over to majority South Africans based on skin pigmentation. Apparently it's not. The Mpumalanga Sunbird. Anyway, so I put that in my video. I dug that one out from 2020. I hope you like that. It's an oldie but a goodie. Yep. Where did Rasool get the 48% from? Because racist black academics are running numbers. First off, they discount Hispanics who are overwhelmingly white as being white, calling them something separate, which they're not. The majority of Hispanics are white by their own definition of it and by the legal definition in America. So they discount that. And the amount of Hispanics has surged tremendously in the past 40 years because we've allowed criminal after criminal to invade our country and then gave them amnesty after the fact in the 80s and ignored their presence for 30 years here since then. We had a historic Hispanic population in this country, which was rather small, but is exploded because of Puerto Ricans and Haitians. Well, they're more African than they are Hispanic, but because of Venezuelans that in the country and so on and so forth. So we've got that happening. Anyway, so they're getting the number from that. It's just a bunch of lies. When I was born, there were 160 million Americans, okay? Or thereabouts, maybe 180 million. Now there's around 30 million. It's double, almost double what it was when I was born, okay? And when I was born, it was 89% white. So there's about 130 million white people in America in 1964. Today, there's over 230 million white people. White people aren't going away. They've nearly doubled in size. It's just that we've let a lot of other people come in the country. I think U.S. will start collecting and tears. What a fun sport because these idiots think they can win a game against Trump. Yep. Nigerians hate white people because they only come to South Africa because white people developed the country. Cam, no. I know a lot of Nigerians. They don't hate white people. No, I've been to Nigeria repeatedly. I've served with Nigerians in Liberia, and I've taught Nigerian senior officers at the Army War College, and not my experience. Not my experience. Not my experience. Okay, we got 500 votes. Okay, cool. I'm going to close the poll. Okay, let's see what we get. Okay. All right, so there it is. These are the headlines I've written for News 24. So for their intern who's up at this hour being forced to watch my content to report to Adrian Basson. Adrian, here are the headlines for your paper for later today. So you guys can get busy writing your stories now. Okay? There you go. All right, so News 24, here's your headlines. Okay? All right. So let's see how we did here. That ain't right. What happened there? There we go. Okay, it's over here. So, here are the headlines. Okay, let's see what they're going to go with. So, News 24. Most popular pick was the first one. Racist Trump admin kicks out ambassador. Rasool, victim of race politics. South Africa under assault. And Trump's admin's aggressive attacks. So, you guys are kind of split between Rasool, victim of race politics, and Trump kicks out ambassador. Yep, there you go. So there's the headlines, News 24. Okay, you've got your headlines. Take your marching orders. Tell Adriana I said hi. It'd be nice to start getting paid since I'm doing all the work for you guys at News 24. But, you know, just let me know. Just let me know. Okay. Ornamental Hermit. Thank you. Welcome to be here. Suzanne Franco gave a 21 super chat. Thank you, Suzanne. Let me make sure I didn't miss any super chats while we're at it here. Okay. Fan funding. Come on. Maybe learned a lesson too. Too late. Your actions, consequence for you. I already got that one. That was from Rhino Girl. Okay. It's been a while since we had one. Okay. I thought I didn't miss any. Got them all. Cool beans. All right. Back to the live chat. 632 likes. Thank you for doing that, folks. Headlines for today and tomorrow. I'm pro mountain biker. We have point system. If you want to qualify for world champs, the standard is high. Only 1 or 2 white women can go, but BE gets 1 or 2 extra spots. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh, you're a professional mountain biker, Leah. Oh, wow. You must be fit. Are you a Burmese, Leon? I'm just asking for a friend. Fit biker? Just asking for a friend. Christian Jordan, welcome to you. Trump was black and Rasool would have described his ex. Of course. That's what he said about Obama. He was here as ambassador when Obama was president for 5 years. What is Adrian Basson's problem? Man always gets the feeling he's purely in it for money. Yep. They're probably going to chat GPT, write the article as well. Tell the racist. Exactly. Pete and Adrian went to the same school at the same time. Okay. Morning, Mike Weston. And sorry to hear that. What did it happen with Pete? Oh, they went to the same school. Okay. Des Norval, South African politics. Yep. Lehan Osthuizen says, haha, Afrikaans married with kids. Happily married? Oh, no, that's a yellow card for me. Yellow card. Sorry. That's a yellow card. All right. Yellow card. Chris, 10 minutes. Sin bin. I'm in the sin bin for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Watchman Stone says 21 Rand. Wasn't offering marriage, Nick. Wasn't offering marriage. Come on, man. Dusty, welcome back, man. Good to see you again from Cape Town. How are things in the Mother City tonight? Don't think anyone's happily married. Chronic. That's not helping, man. That's not helping. Good Lord, Cam. You're just angry with everybody, man. Chill. Relax, man. I feel some trolling coming on here, so be careful. Okay. All right. What else? So let me see if News 24 has covered the story, if they've updated it. I've given them the headline. Nope, they haven't written the story yet. Give them a little time. About a half hour, they might have it up. Yeah, no, I can handle Ebola, man. I can handle Ebola. No problem. I got goats all over the place. I got goats everywhere, man. Don't you guys know about my goats? Come on. Some of you know about my goats. I know you know about my goats. Honestly. I mean, they're always on the lawn. You haven't seen my goats? Come on, man.
A fucking goat outside.
It's just a goat.
No. It's a fucking goat.
There's goats on my lawn. There's goats on my lawn, man. There's a Zulu in my stoop. There's a goat on my lawn. Oh my goodness. So this was what Amanda Koza had to say about Ibrahim Rasool going to Washington just a couple weeks ago. Oh, Quids, what did you miss? Oh my goodness, you missed a lot, brother. You missed a lot. This is a little on my stoop. Someone's gonna wash their mouth with soap. Oh, you were in the same class, Pete. Okay, all right. I bet he was a good student. I'll bet he was a good student. All right, so yeah, so back to the news. Zulu and my cook. ZB Kruger just subscribed. Thank you for that. 1 a.m. Yeah, it is. It's 1 a.m. That's right, Quiz. All right. I've been with my partner for 7 years now and married, but wait. Love is patient. Okay, I guess you don't want to be refugees. Hannes Fidon, welcome to you. We don't play Kifnis music here. Explainer-in-Chief, Rasool aims to amplify South Africa's voice globally in his second stint as ambassador in the U.S. Amanda Koza, November 13th. When Ibrahim Rasool returns to Washington as South Africa's ambassador in December, one of his primary goals will be to reposition Pretoria as a moral superpower. I think South Africa has often been a moral superpower. He's been watching too many Wakanda movies, man. South Africa is a moral superpower? I don't think so. I don't think so, man. Who you kidding? Who you kidding, man? Moral superpower. I love these guys. After 7 years, it's a sign to find another Miss Gross. Moral super weapons, indeed. Heidi Kruger, €2.49. Must do a fuck around find out AI song. Yeah. I'll try that. Rasool the Tool. Okay. Nah, sorry, I don't play Kifnis music here. If Kifnis ever comes on my pro show, I'll consider it. But David's not coming on my show yet. So, good morning. See Rob Hersoff's latest video? No, I didn't see that. That reminds me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So, hang on a second here. I got to do something real quick. You guys remind me of something. Oh, boy. Always watching Rob. I wish he were president. Francois, there's no U.S. ambassador to expel. Correct. We have no ambassador. We have no ambassador today. We don't have a deputy chief of mission either. And the replacement deputy chief of mission hasn't arrived from Nigeria. So, Cynthia Fondamara, welcome to you. Malema applied for the post. Now, Neil DeBeer offered himself up. Arno LaRue, when South Africa should be taking every opportunity to mend things to the U.S., the idiots in the ANC make everything they do. Where are you located and what is this live about? The live is a nightly chat session based on Europe and Africa's time, and I'm located in Pennsylvania. That's why it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I do news every day at 6 p.m. South African time. So if you're in Ethiopia, that's probably 5 o'clock your time. Every day, global news. When South Africa... Okay, got that already. All right, so yeah. Ibrahim Rasool returns to Washington. Oh, that's what I want to do. I want to bring up these slides. Hang on a second. I need to use a different Explorer. So, open a new window. Come on, there's so many options of this thing. I like the old version of Windows. Okay. All right, here we go. So, here's a few slides I made that were in that video for the music, okay? So we'll take a look at these very quickly. Okay. So this is what Ibrahim Rasool said on his appointment to go back to the States. He said, I think South Africa has often been a moral superpower coming out of our struggle for liberation, our transitional management, and the first generations of governance. So we've been a moral superpower. I think it faded with the waves of corruption and mismanagement. Moral superpower. Silent on the Uyghurs, silent on the Rohingya, silent on Rwanda. Giving refuge to genocideers, hardly a moral compass. So this is what he also had to say. South Africa is beginning to find its voice again in the geopolitical space, but its voice is not as morally clear as it was. Before, when South Africa spoke, the world listened. Now there's skepticism, so South Africa effectively needs an explainer-in-chief. Oh, dear Ibrahim Rasool, please explain, brother. So this is what was written about him. South Africa's incoming ambassador to the U.S., Ibrahim Rasool, says he will put away South Africa's megaphone on Gaza to avoid antagonizing President-elect Donald Trump and other Republicans gunning to kick South Africa out of the Africa Growth and Opportunity Act because of its stance on the contentious foreign policy issues like the Middle East, Russia's war against Ukraine, and China. So he's going to put the megaphone out of reach. We're not going to have a megaphone, according to Ibrahim Rasool. Really? No megaphone. Interesting. Let's take a little gander at what he did earlier Friday. Okay, I gotta find it. I got so many images here now. Is this the one? Hang on. No, that's not it. That's too long. There it is.
I think what...
So let's listen to Ibrahim Rasool in his own words, where he signed his own PNG, persona non grata. This is Ibrahim Rasool earlier in a Zoom phone call with South Africans.
I think what Donald Trump is launching is an assault on incumbency, those who are in power, by mobilizing a supremacism against the incumbency at home, and I think I've illustrated abroad as well. So in terms of that, the supremacist assault on incumbency, we see it in the domestic politics of the USA, the MAGA movement, the Make America Great Again movement, as a response, not simply to a supremacist instinct, but to very clear data that shows great demographic shifts in the USA, in which the voting electorate in the USA is projected to become 48% white, and that the possibility of a majority of minorities is looming on the horizon. And so that needs to be factored in so that we understand some of the things that we think are instinctive, nativist, racist things. I think that there's data that, for example, would support that, that would go to this wall being built, the deportation movement, etc., etc. So I think I mentioned that.
Yeah, you did mention Ibrahim, and you mentioned your way right out of your ambassadorship. You've been PNG because of that. That's not what ambassadors do. You can say that as a private citizen, but an ambassador, that's just stupid. Just stupid beyond belief. Yep, he was on the terrorist list until 2008. YouTube, breaking news, Rubio posts on, okay. Just watch both vids you drop. Craziness, isn't it? Thank you, Heather. News 24 frequently disables comments. Not surprising. The world will tremble at the sound of our moral super weapons. Exactly. I think it's excellent for the refugee program, LSR. I think it is. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just imagine if Julius Malema is a new ambassador. Number one problem is we have zero politicians at the moment who have started to run their own businesses. Exactly. Ian Smith, News 24, developing something. Yep. No longer welcome. Well, did they reload it? Oh, he does some more Hamas. Oh, of course he does, Chronic. Yeah. No, he's been called out for that. Good morning, Errol Abraham Koch. Can't stand that guy. Okay. Word salad from Rasool. When is he expected back? I don't know, Stefan. Probably Sunday would be my guess. Maybe sooner. Maybe Saturday. What do you think about EU giving South Africa $4 billion pledge? Well, I think Peter Grayling, it's a pledge. And it's unclear what the money is, when it's coming, what tranches, how many years it comes across, and whether it's loans or guarantees for loans. I don't think it means much of anything other than a chance for Cyril to stand up and smile. Thank you, Marius Visa Fitness, for subscribing. JJ Pretorius, 14 Rand Super Chat. Thank you for that with a suitcase. The true colonizers, the people took... Okay. How quickly must he leave? It's up to the State Department. They'll decide. Leandra, scared of the minority being a majority. What a racist comment. Exactly. It was the majority that allowed people of color to come in this country. In 1960s, when we changed our immigration law to let people come from the developing world, which are mostly people of color, the people that did that weren't women, they weren't Jews, they weren't black men, they weren't black women, they weren't Hispanic. They were overwhelmingly old white guys. The white guys are the ones that let all these people in. So to sit here and call us systemic racist and to call us racist when we're the ones that allowed that. We had a system that was inherited before I was born where we kept Asians and we kept Africans out of the country. Therefore, the natural growth of the population was from immigration from white Europeans, mostly. And we grew from natural growth and Europeans coming in here. And then in the 60s, they changed all that. And so as a consequence, whites who were 89% of the population are now just 75%. If you take out Hispanics, we're only 63%. So the ANC needs sanctions against them as an excuse to get out of their failure. Exactly. I know, Christian. Dude, I've said that a month ago. You guys aren't telling me a thing I don't know. Mildred Ferreira. I guess I make too many videos if people don't watch them. Well, he was on the Western Province Rugby. Yeah, no wonder it's in trouble. Yeah, Rasool canceled his own retirement. Yep. Josar Smith, my heart bleeds for South Africa. The money from you will disappear in a heartbeat. Yep. Well, the difference between Europe is they'll give it to the South African government. We don't give aid to the South African government. Almost all the aid goes directly to third parties, and we audit that money. So, yeah, but Europe, they don't do that. They give it to them. Okay. Yell Tapper, welcome to you. Veritas, tell Trump we have a Hamas office in Cape Town. Henry Ayler says, Henri Ayler says, I'm sure that the virus and the vaccine has something to do with stupidity. Maybe. Japan's former finance minister claims he handed over control of the Japanese financial system to American and European oligarchs because Japan has been threatened by an earthquake machine. Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. That guy is a wackadoodle. Anyone that says that, that's just nonsense. Russia's like a shark and Europe is the deer without America. Yep. Lauter routes, Vinoko International Airport, Moscow. Not familiar with it. All right, so more Ibrahim Rasool. So this is what someone wrote about him, about his tweets, okay? So while serving in non-diplomatic role after his first ambassadorship, Rasool regularly took to X to criticize Donald Trump. In April 2020, he chastised journalists for tolerating Trump's insults and abuse, urging them to boycott Trump's press briefings altogether. On June 2nd, 2020, he equated Trump's conduct to fascism and suggested embleachment, playing on the president's controversial comments about using disinfectants for COVID-19. He meant to clean. People lie about him. So he then compared Trump to Hitler and a fascist leader. Rasool's commentary escalated by suggesting that putting the Bible in the hands of fascists is reminiscent of the Hitler-era propaganda. These remarks stand in stark contrast to typical diplomatic circumspection and risk alienating potential allies should Trump administration return to power. This was an article that was published in November about Ibrahim Rasool. And it was very prescient to say that because he has risked relations with the United States. But that is Ibrahim Rasool, the tool. Rasool, the tool. All right, let me refresh this. Okay, and I will find those tweets for you. All right, here's the first one. This is what he did in 2020, April 28th of 2020. This was what Ibrahim Rasool had to say about our president, and then subsequently became ambassador here. So, Ambassador Ibrahim Rasool, don't bleach him, embleach him. Wow, look at that. Wow, April 2020. That's what he had to say. Now, he was a private citizen. That's within his rights. He has free speech. He's welcome to do that. But why would you appoint someone that does that to become the ambassador? You know, if that's how he feels about Trump. Okay, now this is what he wrote too. Now, I've said some things about Cyril Ramaphosa, but I've never called him Hitler. Never called him Hitler. Never said anything about him personally, just about his policies. So, the Bible in the hands of fascists. That's what he said, June 2nd, 2020. Some very fine people on both sides. Look at that. He equates Donald Trump with Adolf Hitler, and then he expects to be an ambassador, go to work with him. I don't think Cyril's a Hitler, not even remotely. I just think Cyril is a person who profits off of race hustling and uses it to his political advantage. 740 people here at this hour, folks. If you're just tuning in, you missed all the fun. You missed all the fun, but we will. It's now been another hour. It's time to play it once again. Are you guys ready for it? Okay, for a sec. Oh, my word. Yeah, no. Look at that. Dug those up, didn't I? Look at that. I dug up those tweets from way back when. Yes, Arctic, I've said everything in German and English if we're stupid for him. USA News headlines should read what we're on post thinking when he's pointing Rasool. Exactly. What is going on with Cam Delmonte? What are you saying there? Thank you, Kevin, for your membership. Yeah, Stefan Free, it's FAFO Friday. Okay, it's time, folks. We're going to play it again. We're going to play it again. You ready? You ready? Okay, we're going to play it one more time for those who've tuned in because we're up to 761 people here. This is a song that I came up with earlier this evening. I loaded the images. I put them in a sequence so they make sense. Him being reappointed, the things he said, which you just saw some of those slides, then him unable to get an appointment, and then boom, the hammer falls on him. This is Ibrahim Rasool. This is my persona non grata. Persona non grata. It is not an Italian libretto, but rather my song for our buddy Ibrahim Rasool. Okay? All right, here we go. Let's get ready to rumble, folks. Doing this once every hour. Pretty cool. This is my song about Ibrahim Rasool. You ready? Stay tuned. Hit the like button.
When walls talk back and windows cry, boundaries drawn under heavy skies. In the space between the set and scene lies a story that cuts unclean. Hold the ties that thread and tangle tight. Diplomatic dances in the cold moonlight. A step misplaced and the stage does sway. Persona non grata carried far away.
That's my song, folks. People try to steal it. You make sure they give me credit. I went to a lot of trouble. Took a few hours to put that thing together. All right. Persona non grata. Hey, can we stop the conversations about Hitler over here? I don't want to have to turn off the chat. That's not what the conversation is about. Urges all relevant impacted stakeholders to maintain the established... Aha! There you go. Okay. So South Africa, the presidency. Okay, good. That's the response we need to hear from the South African embassy or South African government. Okay, it's from presidency. So is it from Cyril's account or which account is that? At what? So it's South African. South African presidency. Which account is it? Okay. That's not working, so we'll try Cyril's account. Didn't realize, what the hell's going on here? Come on. Cyril Ramaphosa. Oh, there's the presidency. Got it. Okay. All right. Oh, here we go. Cool. Okay, this is good. Okay, this is what needs to be done. Okay, all right. So they published this 6 minutes ago. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is encouraging. This is what the government of South Africa should be doing. What they should be doing. Hey, George. This is what they said. The presidency has noted with regrettable expulsion, the regrettable expulsion of South Africa's ambassador, Mr. Ibrahim Rasool. The presidency urges all relevant and impacted stakeholders to maintain the established diplomatic decorum in their engagement with the matter. South Africa remains committed to building a mutually beneficial relationship with the United States, issued by the President of the Republic of South Africa. That is the only response, other than they should say we've recalled our ambassador. Yeah, that's what they should say. That's smart. That's smart, folks. That's what should be done here. Just 2 days ago, General Holomisa and I were talking about this, and we were saying we need adults to be in the room. Yeah, look at this. Wow, that's well done. It's early morning hours on a Saturday, and someone's responded. Now it will be up to Cyril Ramaphosa to chastise Ibrahim Rasool. If he does, then this thing could be recovered. If not, things are not going to look good here, folks. They're not going to look good. Yep, that's well done. That's what you do in diplomacy. That is very well done right there, okay? Rubio wins by a mile, yep. Activate damage control protocol. Well, who would have thought? I suppose even a broken clock is right twice a day. Oh, you mean, yeah, the government of South Africa. No, I mean, but that could be overruled by Cyril Ramaphosa or some other minister running their mouth. I mean, after all, John Steenhuisen told us that Donald Trump was misinformed, only to find out that no, he wasn't misinformed. In fact, the government of South Africa is confiscating buildings. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Maybe she should spend less time cozying up to anti-Western regimes and more time reading Diplomacy for Dummies. Well said, Fanny Boshoff. Yep. Carmen Nykamp says, everyone, please play the song. I just played the song. You can go back and do it again. I'm not going to subject everybody to it just every 10 minutes. Well done for now, but they're still going to screw it up. Yep. That's a great response. At least something that makes sense, Estelle. That's right. Not one thing of substance ever come out of South Africa this morning. Okay. What else you got here? At this stage, I'm starting to think, oh, this is planned. It is, Charmaine. It is planned. I've been saying that all along. I said they want to be sanctioned. They want to play the victim, the ANC. But this was too far. Folks, this was too far. He's a little too comfortable. He got cocky. Jan Fisher, good morning to you. He got cocky, man. He got cocky. Yep, he got cocky. Not a smart move. Have to remix that with Bun Grub style. We'll put some Bollywood. I should do a Bollywood song with that. Yep. Thank you, Jan Fundriel, for pointing that out while I was busy here on the stream. Sean says, all the family listening up and blasting the speakers. The eldest is dancing. Well, the song is on my Twitter, so you can find it on my Twitter account. Let's see if anybody's gone over to my Twitter. Let me see what the reaction's been on Twitter. Just curious. Let me reload it here. 5. Oh, that's not it. 2,600 people and 14 comments. Let's see what the comments are. Okay, great. Kick-ass straight out of the U.S. He's total embarrassment. Should have done that in January. Love it. Got the popcorn out. Real reason why I declared persona non grata. Aluda Continua is saying it's free speech until you say free Palestine. No, that's not the real reason he's kicked out. That's not the real reason. He said that he didn't get that. He ran his mouth and called America racist. That's why he got kicked out. All right. So, by the way, the poll of the 700 plus people here right now, I have a poll up about the refugee offer. And if you want to go answer the poll, it's in its last day for this poll. It's been running for a week. We got 2,700 votes in the poll. So if you want to go vote in that poll, there is the link. You can pop that up in your X and vote. And it's who is the refugee offer for? You got 4 options: white South Africans, Afrikaners, farmers, whites with skills. Pick the best answer. Pick the best answer. All right? What's this? Someone sent me something. JJ Pretorius with a super chat. Like a song. Thank you. I thought it was pretty cool too. That took minimal effort on my part, but for making the song, but all the images was a lot of work, putting them in the right order and getting the right images. Are you saying the aliens must come back and play a visible role on Earth? When, Mari, what are you drinking, man? Persona non grata, my favorite new song. Yep. Now I have a whole family up listening. Ellis is dancing. Okay. All right. Presidency, got that one already? All right, great song, Chris. Another hidden talent. I got all kinds of skills. I got mad skills. It's a great response, at least something that makes sense. Okay. And then they're going to play the Christian versus Muslim card because cards are getting fewer. Yep. Yeah, they tried the race card. That didn't work. Kus Erasmus, they must wake up and smell the roses. The moment they only smell the stuff that you feed the roses. Exactly. Rand up yesterday, surprisingly still holding ground, actually improving against all major currencies, including emerging markets. Well, that's true for now. Neil DeBeer, fights to seek global spending oversight. Rasool's wife is going to blitz him, and when he gets home, she can't go to New York. She can't go to Manhattan, Times Square. She can't hang out at she's going to miss the cherry blossoms in D.C. because they're coming out in like next week. And she's going to miss the cherry blossoms. And after Ambassador Julius Malamus will send Carl Niehaus. Sorry, Chuck. I understand that. I voted yesterday. Thank you, Errol. Okay, if the ANC wins and they become a martyr, I do not see the end game working out well for South Africa. We'll see. Rentia says, good morning. Fanny Bushoff, South Africa's ANC government. We want good relations with the U.S., also ANC government. Let's host Russian warships, military deals with China. Yeah, and let's protest the United States, sanction the International Criminal Court along with 83 other countries. Yep, let's do that. Yep, let's impose 75% poultry tariffs on American imports while we have free duty access to the United States and not expect any retaliation. Must be careful if they try the religion card. Most of the country is by far practicing Christians. Yep. Yeah, but the ANC doesn't get that. They're not that bright. I mean, if they have people like Naledi Pandor in their midst, they're not very bright. Mad skills, but Stormers all credibly. Oh, man. It's time to blitzum Johan Fori. That was uncalled for. That's a red card. That was a shot to the head. You put the elbow up straight into the head. I'm sorry, Johan Fori. That is a red card. Not even. All right. So TMO, let's go to the video. Yeah. Okay. So Marius, so what have you got up there? Yes, Yako. I'm bringing it up for you now, Yako. Look on the screen. You'll see it right now. Johan was wildly inappropriate here. You'll see. Look on the screen there, Yako. Okay. Yaku Piper. Okay. Listen. Okay. Look at the screen. Here it is. Yeah, Marius. I see it up there. I see it. Yeah. Okay. And he does come in with the elbow. Okay. All right. Got it. Okay. Okay. Jadwenza Chwengo, what do you think? I think we've reached the red card threshold for Johan. We're at the red card threshold. Okay, so all right, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Marius, am I on? Okay, put me on. We have intentional contact. The player was upright. The attacker led with an elbow. Johan Fori with the elbow to the neck, into the face. There are no mitigating factors. This is a red card. It is a 20-minute red card, and you will get 20-minute timeout in the chat for that, Johan Fori. Yaku Piper gave you a 20-minute red card, Johan. Shame on you. Oh, there are comments on that post. I didn't see that. Let's see. Why don't they expect? Because there isn't one. Guy says, why don't they expel the U.S. ambassador? And I said, there is no U.S. ambassador. Take notes, you will learn. Okay, funny that. Very neutral statement. Trump's indeed a white supremacist. Nope. I'm not going to answer these things. It's too stupid. Anyway. Oh my goodness. People just waking up and commenting. Some of those comments are beyond dope. I didn't see them all. I don't get how that hike will be implemented even if it hasn't been. Super D, you must watch my video content. You must watch my content, Grasshopper. No, I've already told people this. You must watch my content. So let's get back up to that breaking news VAT. Okay, let me give you that. Here is the video. Here is the video. Go to the video. We go to the tape now. Marius van der Westhuizen up in the TMO booth. We'll go to him right now. Right. There's a reason why the VAT can be implemented. And I didn't know this. Caught me off guard. Boy, shave my bum and make me walk backwards. I'm telling you, man, I caught me completely off guard. I didn't know that simply the law had been amended some time ago, that all the minister has to do is utter, well, it's a 5% VAT increase and it's effective when the budget, when the year starts. All he has to do is utter it. And then they can't change it for 12 months unless they pass a new law. Unbelievable. Persona non gratia. Oh, gratia. Persona non gratia. That's Mandela. Is she still alive? She must be up there. It wasn't me. I'm in Australia. Okay. Love the energy, says Anthony von Black. Yeah, no, apparently you just utter it. That's the law. So this is all, mutterings for nothing. Imagine being so bad at your job you get kicked out of the country you're supposed to represent. Well, let's take this one further, funny. The guy was an ambassador for 5 years. If anybody knows diplomatic protocol, you would know it in the world's diplomatic capital, which is Washington, D.C. Whether you like America or not, you just have to admit that's the case. More diplomatic missions in Washington, D.C. than anywhere else in the world. By the way, a close behind it is South Africa. It has like 78 diplomatic missions. Pretty impressive because everybody wants to be part of the Rainbow Nation nonsense. Anyway, so 5 years as ambassador. He comes back here. He's in the role of ambassador. He gets there. He's there for a couple months. And he does this nonsense because he feels empowered. He can do what he wants. Yep. Yes, they are doing it on purpose, folks. I've been saying that for over a month. H2A worker in Texas, and I want to stay in the U.S. How can I do that? Well, you can't, Carol. You can't. Carl, you can't do it. You got to go home. You got to go home. Now, when the system is set up, maybe they'll make an exclusion for people who are here on H2As. I don't know. But that's not how it normally works. A big Christian Slater fan. No, I'm not. I'm not a big Christian Slater fan. Yep. You apply for change of status to permanent resident or you extend your visa. Yeah, well, that's not refugee status, though. Refugee is much. Hey, Kevin's off to work. Have a good day. Working on a Saturday. Reiniger loves this song. Where can we download the song? I want to share it all over the world. The video is on my Twitter account. I haven't made it available other than that. You can't just insult a man because he's white. Now they will learn he is a Muslim. That's why he thinks he can say what he wants. I think he's just being a fool. That's why he says what he wants. Betty will be welcome home as a hero and get a huge salary increase. No, Arctic, but he wants to stay in America, so I'm just making it clear to him that he can't get the refugee program. So my presumption was he wanted. Go back to your Jim Beam, Arctic. Who woke you up anyway? Is that plane on autopilot? Where are you flying at? Are you in California still? At the moment, Ingrid, it's only available on X because I finished it, reviewed it, listened to it, and loaded it up as this stream went live at 11 p.m. 2.5 hours ago. So, yeah, it's only there. So, watching videos last night as it came out, went to bed with a smile, says Varen. Okay. Oh, Maker's Whiskey. I'm sorry. Yeah, so, I'm sorry. World's most northern distillery is the Highland Park Distillery, and that's some good drinking there from the Orkneys. Yep. We'll need more time to sell his Tesla before catching his flight. Nope, they'll send him back. It'll be left behind. Someone at the embassy will have to sell it for him. All these Democrats running on Congress selling their Teslas, so the price of Teslas are dropping for used Teslas, so I might pick one up. Oh, my goodness. Yep. So, then there's crack in Starbucks. No, there isn't. There's no crack in it. Whiskey in a jar. And around the world, there's anti-white narrative. Yep, including whites themselves, especially in South Africa. We know who that flying monkey crowd is in South Africa of liberal whites. Yep. I should get a beer and have a schuss beer. Yes, he will wear it as a badge of honor in Tehran, but Tehran isn't like D.C. I'd rather be in D.C. than Tehran. We do need a red card emoji. I can't vote in the poll. Can't create an account for some reason. Oh, sorry about that, Leandra. EU pledged 94 billion. It's a pledge, Hanali Serfontaine. Hey, in relation to Jan Serfontaine, one of my favorite rugby players. I hear he's coming back to South Africa. Yes! Looking forward to it. Maybe Rossi will bring him back as a Springbok. That would be so nice to see Jan Serfontaine in the next World Cup before he's too old. Who was paying for his flight back? Not me. I don't have enough Super Chat money to cover him. Last night I watched Piers Morgan and no buffering the entire time, but this stream from Thursday I've been getting buffering. Well, Earl, I'm Saduban. What you should do, Earl, is lower the resolution on your video. Go to the bottom and lower it from high definition to a lower resolution, and it should make a difference. Are you serious, Hanali Serfontaine? Are you really related to Jan? Ah, man. If you're related and not like, 10th cousins, tell him I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan. He should have had 100 tests as a Springbok. And it's a crying shame that he didn't. Jan Serfontaine's a stud, man. I can't wait for him to come back to South Africa so I can watch him play rugby again. So Rasool went too far. Might as well not send a replacement. The damage is done. Yep. Heidi, never apologize for your skin color. Look, I take my cue from Steve Biko. Why consciences? You shouldn't be afraid of who you are. White people shouldn't be afraid of it. Black people shouldn't be afraid of it. Be who you are. Have to brush your teeth. What are you talking about? No. We have load shedding. Oh, Steve, I'm sorry to hear that. We need Starlink. That will bring millions and millions of subscribers. Not really, because it's expensive, man. Dude, Cam, what? Okay, what's with all the negativity? You're really unhappy here, Cam. Let's not do that, okay? Thanks for coming to the program. We appreciate it, but you got to quit putting this negativity out there, and you're just basically attacking other groups of people. There's no need for that. Okay? ANC will probably promote him, failing this government. Well, he's been in trouble before. He's been accused of corruption. He's been accused of paying journalists to write positive stories about him. He's been part of the Western Province failed rugby union, which is bankrupt. Yep. $50 a month. I got people whining that they can't pay for a passport, which is 600 Rand. 600 Rand. People can't pay for a passport, 600 Rand. $50 a month, it's nothing to you and me, maybe, Arctic. Yeah. But it's a lot of money to some people, $50 a month. And on top of that, the equipment's $500 or more. So you got to buy the equipment. That's 10,000 Rand for the equipment. And then 1,000 Rand a month. There you go. What do you think about Eben Etzebeth? I'd say he's someone. Eben's fantastic. He's fantastic. I want to go hear back from the Serfontaine person here. Where'd they go? Where'd you go? There was a Serfontaine here. I saw it. Oh, Hanali. Oh, it's a lady too. Hanali. Please tell him I'm a favorite. He's my favorite. I like Jan Serfontaine. Studly fellow. Great rugby player. And I'd be happy to interview him if he's up for it. I've interviewed Victor Matfield, Nas Botha, Flock Cilliers, Brand from I'm drawing a blank right now. Guys, help me anyway. Also, who else have I interviewed? Joel Stransky. Who else? Lots of folks. I'm trying to get to Kitsoff now that he's retired. And interview them because the active guys never let you interview them. Well, I understand why, but yeah. So I have interviewed some active guys at Loftus who are playing for the Bulls or for the Stormers. Race card doesn't carry international roaming charge. There's no international roaming on that race card. Can you perhaps do a timeline video of all the things in chronological order since February 7th? Oh, that's a lot of work, Jan. I could try. Aints will probably promote him. Okay. Jan says, okay, I already did that. Bram van Straten. Thank you, King. Bram van Straten. I was in, and there's a super chat from Jan van Driel. for the timeline. I'll have to take a look at it, Jan, especially since you did a super chat, but I don't know. Yeah, Bram van Straten. I was at the airport in Joburg, came up to the escalator. I slowed down and let this lady go because I was coming from one way, someone was coming from the other way. And at the top of the escalator, this gentleman said, "Hey, how you doing? I know you." And I'm like searching my brain, who the hell is this? Who the hell is this? And as we were chatting, it was Bram van Straten. And I'd interviewed him before. And then I talked to him again when he went to the Bermuda Tens. And I was supposed to go to Bermuda Tens, but the COVID stopped me from going down there. Thank you, Freddie Broomer, for your membership. And so, yeah, I said we should get in touch. I've got his number. So, yeah. Sandhill, got you. Sorry, misread. Huh? What's Sandhill? Also related to Dot Serfontaine. I don't know who Dot Serfontaine is. I'm off on that one. Sorry. I know who Jan is. Not a big rugby fan. Okay. Gordon von Rensburg, everything converted to the rand to dollars is crap expensive. Yep. Never been racist, but the whole world has always protected the black man, the gay person, the smoker, as if the sin to be white, straight, non-smoker, says Bridger. Bram van Straten, yep. Boy, I had a hard time with that. Arctic says, I need a PA. I need a PA. I need an office with a proper sound studio and the proper equipment and the ability to bring in big guests. That's what I need. I think a video that will go in the history books. Well, I think the one I did earlier is going to go in the history books. Let's see how that's doing, by the way. Now that people are up in South Africa, it's 8 o'clock. They're starting to get up in numbers here. It is at 47,300 views in 8 hours. Of course, most of those views have come in the last 2 hours, 3 hours. 10,000 views in the last hour. 228 subscribers from that video. That video could be one of those superstar videos if I'm lucky and push us over the next 1,000 mark. We're now at 57,500, and it's at that video, 57,500 subscribers. That video is at 47,300 views. Wow. That's way ahead of what we've been doing. Yep. Pretty cool. 21% click-through rate for impressions. I've never had videos go that high. I think the highest had 17 or 18. So let's hope that doesn't. And I broke that story. That's really refreshing and rewarding. So, you know, all the effort that I put in, man, going to the elections in South Africa, going to and filming the zip line stuff, meeting with people in the Basotho Cultural Village, filming things on the beaches in Durban, and farms in Northwest, going with the Forum for Democrats, going out to Rietvlei and all these places. And after all this time, people finally find the channel. It is really exciting. 705 people currently here, 897 likes. Hit the like button. Let's get us to 1,000 tonight, folks. ANC, EFF are like zombies with apartheid stuck in their brains. The Rasool video is an eye-opener showing exactly what to think about Americans and Afrikaners. Exactly. It tells the world. Yep. I know Ryan Kankowski's mother. Do you know Ryan played for the Springboks? Can I get her to range? Yes. Absolutely. I recognize that name. Jaretha, absolutely. I'd love to interview him. Remember, I've got Rugby Senate, but I will put the interview on this channel, and then we'll go there. I mean, because we have some fun stuff. Did anybody catch the, I'm sure some of you caught, the interview I did with the Brybrook young lady? Yeah. Ziani Simon the other day. That was pretty cool. So after that video was over, before I went to my next interview with Bantu Holomisa, I only had like 6 or 7 minutes. I called her up on WhatsApp real quick on video, and she answered, and she was all blushing and embarrassed. And we're talking, and she said, and these guys in the background, and it turned out the people that were talking off camera when I was interviewing her was her father and her father's friend. And so they came on, and she said, yeah, these are the ones who were talking when you were interviewing me. And that's my dad. I said, is that your dad? She goes, that's my dad's mate, and that's my dad. And they said, yeah, no, they heard her on the interview, and they're like, that sounds like Chris. Is that the Colonel? Is that Chris Wyatt? And so both of them watched my program. But see how they didn't know who I was. I mean, she just responded to the interview request and came on. ANC sends Rasool represent the U.S., then work wonders why Americans send him right back with a return to sender. Return to sender, that address unknown. A little Elvis now. Was it rugby drew my attention to? No, Edward Dos Santos. It was the Liberation era and the book The Covenant by James Michener that drew me towards South Africa. Then rugby came on after that, shortly after that. $85 not bad for a decent restaurant dinner. Not in my book, Arctic. $20 is too much. Next step in comedy after getting money playing for racism card the last 30 years. Now friendly gets how they're focused on the problems. Morning, Chris, says Andrew Wells. Thank you for your constant news reports. We appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. You're welcome. Got a quote for all you need a studio, and we'll send you super chats to pay for it. Jan, I know Ryan can. Okay, thank you for that. Hindi. Oh, Sandila Maharaj. That would be great for. I mean, take that and remix it, the lyrics for a Bollywood song, man. Oh, that'd be. I love Bollywood. By the way, Sandil Maharaj. Did you know that I love Bollywood? I absolutely love Bollywood. When I was in Liberia, I used to go and watch Bollywood at this, former theater where it was all messed up and people come in droves and they had Bollywood movies. Some of my favorite Bollywood movies are ones like filmed in Canada that cross over from India to Canada or to the U.S. and they tell these stories. I'm big. Yeah. Ishwarya Rai. Are you serious? Compared to I'm doing the Raj from Big Bang Theory. Ishwarya Rai and what's Madhuri Dixit. It's like a leprous prostitute. What are you talking about, Ishwarya Rai? Compared to Madhuri Dixit, she's like a leprous prostitute. Oh God. Oh. And Sheldon says to Raj, well, I guess you don't know much about Indian cinema. Oh God, that is so funny. I almost wet myself watching that. How was the poll? Do we still have a poll up? I forgot. No, the poll. Oh, you mean which one? Well, I'm not going to reveal the results of the one on Twitter until it closes tomorrow. Compared to a Shwarya Rai, Madhuri Dixit's like a leprous prostitute. Oh my gosh. Sadil, that's in my Twitter account, WMW Chris. Okay. I think that would be great. Some Bollywood sound, man. Oh, oh my goodness. You got a quote for all you need in studio. Okay. All right. The next step. Okay. Oh my goodness. 60,000 by Sunday, 70 by month end. That would be great, Reg Dog. Wonder what Dingan sounded like when the Boers laid down their weapons. He's probably like, that's probably what Dingan sounded like. Get the wizards! Did he ask for Harry Potter? Harry Potter, they're calling for you. Oh, my goodness. American wine. American wine's fine. Just don't knock it. It's the type of incompetence we have to deal with. Yep. Knock, knock. Who's there? It's Colonel Chris, 100,000 subscribers. Send me my YouTube. Like, yeah, exactly. Go get veteran and old age discount and drink 2 whiskeys with dinner. I don't get an old age discount. I'm not that old. I do get a veteran discount at some places. They will never stop the race car because it's the only leg they have to stand on. I'm still going to have a Starbucks Frappuccino today, says Linda. Okay, cool. I don't eat bunny chow. No, that's for rabbits. That's kind of brought back to candlelight dinner. Yes, they are they're romantics at heart. How do we get your nominee list for U.S. Ambassador? Well, you got to write to the Trump administration, and this thing is locked up again. Oh, come on. Am I losing my contact here? What's going on? Make sure I still have internet here. Yep, I have internet. It's just YouTube. YouTube's cocking up. Oh, YouTube. Come on, man. I still have you. Jasmine Crockett. We need illegals to pick our cops and clean our hotel rooms. What's this? Oh, my gosh. I haven't seen this. Jasmine Crockett. This bombastic fool. I cannot get into my studio. Come on, YouTube. What amount of service are you seen as a vet? Well, as long as you complete basic training and go and then you got to give 60 days and considered as a veteran. But the only people who get out for 6 days, people who are injured and can't serve anymore. Normally, you just complete 1 tour and you're a veteran. Yep. Not 36 and a half years like I did. Let's hear what Jasmine Crockett's got to say.
How many of you are sending your kids to college to go and work on them? Okay, well, guess who is working the farms? So that you can afford your food.
So that you can have food.
So that you can have food. Now, how many of you are looking to send your kids into hospitality after this college education so that they can go and make the beds at the hotels? How many of you are planning to send your kids to college? Because that's what we do here. We send everybody to college. How many of you are planning to send your kids to college?
No, dumbass. Only 32% of Americans ever attend 1 minute of college class. She's an idiot. This is an idiot race hustler, the highest order, Jasmine Crockett, the moron from Texas. She's dumb. We don't send all our kids to college. That's just an utter bullshit, total lie, total fabrication by people who are disconnected from reality. Of course, Jasmine Crockett is disconnected from reality, so that's hardly surprising. Hardly surprising. Anyway, I lost some people here, down to 685. 947 likes. Let's hit that like button. It was actually French, but it wasn't very good. I wonder if Rasool's wife is mad because he got expelled. Yeah, she has to give up her shopping. Scylla says, thank you, Colonel, for all your sudden. I feel good and proud of my skin color I used to hate. No. No, you should not. Black consciousness was about being who you are inside your skin, and it should be that way for everybody. Steve Biko's ideas, many of them, if you're an objective person, should ring and resonate with everybody. If you're an Asian, you should be proud. There's no reason to be ashamed of who you are. What did you do wrong? Have you mistreated someone? If you haven't mistreated someone, then you have nothing to be ashamed of. If you were born in wealth, good for you. If you were born with a silver spoon, good for you. I don't envy you that. I don't begrudge you that. What you do, it's up to you. That's. Yeah, I had a problem. My connection was acting up there a second ago. I didn't say it was salad, Heidi. I said it's for rabbits. Yeah, she's entitled, showing how they expect it to be. Same mindset. Yep, exactly. Werner's a proud boer. Good for you, man. Good morning, Retha. And Billy Painter's here. Oh, my goodness, Billy. How you been, man? I've been so busy. I didn't have time to say hi to you in weeks. It's amazing how the Dems are against anything Trump's. Yeah, did you see that people voted against blocking? 16 Democrats in the Senate voted against a bill to criminalize fentanyl? What kind of, just because Donald Trump is behind the bill? 16 Democrats. These people need to be called out. Big Mike's podcast is a flop. Hardly a surprise, Tim Martens. That woman is about as exciting as watching paint dry. And you're busy. I know it's a good thing. Oh, very busy, Billy. Very, very busy. Look at this, Billy. 707 people here right now. 16 super idiots. Who are they, Rhino? Oh, yeah, the ones who voted for it. Yeah. Good morning from South Africa. Funny how empty heads say empty things. You're right about that. It went crazy. Exactly. No one should be punished for the sins of their parents. Exactly. That's what America's all about. America is reinventing yourself. You're not responsible for your ancestors, your forebears. We don't go bury or leave our dead under our bedroom beds. We don't throw the bones and worship our ancestors. We're not held accountable for them. How could you possibly be held accountable? That's why reparations is such a brain dead idea. In fact, the majority of white Americans, their families migrated here after the end of slavery. Now, I'm an OG. My ancestors got here. We got original rights, 1621. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 404 years. It's 404, baby. And that's not just a internet misdirection, 404. We are 404s. 404 years the Wyatts have been in North America. Sir Francis Wyatt, my 17th great uncle, was the first royal governor of the Jamestown Colony, Virginia. And his brother, the Reverend Hope Wyatt, was my progenitor. Or there was a progenitor of the, not my progenitor, progenitor of the Wyatt line. Yep. 404 years. We've been here longer than the Afrikaners have been in Africa. Take that. Ha ha ha. Gotcha beat. Gotcha beat. We are the OGs. Do you fancy a particular sublime Bollywood actress? No, I don't even know them. But I know Madhuri Dixit and Aishwarya Rai just because I actually knew those names before. But when it was used by Sheldon, the best sitcom ever, The Big Bang Theory. That's so funny. Just looking at the Daily Doge list, and it's frightening, stunning the amount of waste. Yep. Anita, I'm speechless. And how, since, and when is South Africa moral superpower? Yeah, they think they are. They have an ear infection. They're crazy. Oh, you have an ear infection, Myra. I'm sorry. Yeah, you need antibiotics for that, and hopefully they're not overused. Niels Kleinhans, thank you for that, becoming a subscriber. Trump derangement syndrome. At least Schumer voted to keep the government open. Yeah. Yep. Are you related to Wyatt? No, Wyatt is a given name, not a surname. That's just not related to him at all. I am related to Cary Grant was my cousin. I'm related to George Herbert Walker Bush. I'm related to a whole host of famous people, most of them not Americans, but back in England. Yep. Edward Longshanks, my ancestor. Yep. Do you like Blackadder? Blackadder I never really got into, but I do like Monty Python. Yep. And I love some Doc Martin. Great show. Yep. Funny ball stuff. I can't agree with you more. What buzzing noise? No, that's not true, Tractor. Most Americans are the largest percentage of Americans of origin are actually German. The 1980 census was 45% of Americans had German origin. 45%. That included black folks too. 45% of Americans. Yeah, even the International Indian Channel is already on the Rasool story. Oh yeah, no, that's in my video. I covered that. I didn't get to that yet here to share it with you guys, but let me just pull that up. So yeah, I covered that. So where's it at here? I've got it here somewhere. BBC, New York Times, Washington Post. Well, I had it here. Maybe I closed it. Let me find. Some of the videos I had there was the Hindustan Times was one of them. Yeah, they were all over it. They were there as quick as the Americans were. It's a fool. Pity we cannot deport him back when he comes back to Cape Town, living off taxpayers' dimes, representing the haters. Yep. Doc Martin is great as to fuck. Yeah, I love Doc Martin. Got every season on DVD, not Blu-ray, because they were too expensive on Blu-ray. And I also have BritBox subscription through Amazon, which costs me like $8 a month. That sucks. But I watch plenty of stuff on there. ANC Superpowers turning everything good to poop. Also German from my dad's side, says Rita Swart. Yep. Okay. Wonder what the BRICS nations are thinking of ANC actions. That's a good question. I don't know what the Vikings and the Celts were. No, they're not black. That fool told me it's hidden history. Who told you that? There were no black Vikings. 45% German origin. Wow. Interesting. The Amish are all... Yes, they are. German and Swiss. Yeah, all German and Swiss. They followed Amen. Amen was his name. Yep. Steve Newbolt, just another Ronnie Casual's pro neutral noti badge holder for leopard crawling on them. That's hilarious, Steve. I like what you said there. Rubio doesn't take crap from ANC comrades. Yep. The man has balls. Yep. Yeah, that happened pretty quickly. Joel Pollack released that story just a few hours later. I just finished recording a video and I'm about to walk out the door when the damn thing, I went to go get a Frappuccino and then go to the veterans place and I couldn't even get out the door. I had to make another video, which is paying off. I'm glad I made the other video. By the way, the trans Tesla vandal who allegedly threw Molotov cocktails at cars lives with mommy and calls herself baby. Oh my goodness. I got to show you this 42-year-old transgender woman who allegedly threw Molotov cocktails at vehicles and spray painted Nazi cars in a Colorado Tesla dealership lives with her mother due to emotional problems and calls herself baby online. Lucy Grace Nelson, known as Justin Thomas Nelson, is accused of hurling incendiary devices at the Tesla dealership in Loveland, northern Colorado, and vandalizing the business vehicles on multiple occasions with graffiti, and offensive and hateful in nature. In one incident, the suspect allegedly took aim at a Tesla CEO, Elon Musk, who previously been accused of anti-Semitism, scrawling F. Musk and red paint on the front windows of the establishment, and sprayed another Nazi. Why is this person in jail? In a man's prison. Oh, why are you covering your face up? Released on a $100,000 bond. Why? Why are you released on a bond? This person is clearly dangerous. Look at that. There you go. Lucy Grace Nelson. Baby got her first dress. Oh my God. Why aren't these people in prison? Officers caught Nelson at a Tesla dealership with explosive devices and vandalism materials late at night. At least 4 cars worth $220,000 had explosive devices, which were made of empty liquor bottles thrown at them. Why is this person out? This is a dangerous person. This is a dangerous person. They should be in prison. I mean, judges have responsibility to protect the public. 1% English, 2% Afrikaans, 80% common sense. Friedrich von Slabert was my uncle. My dad looked like twins. Terrace Blixham, have a wonderful day. Okay, when the NC loses power, do you think they will become radical? Well, they'll become radical. They're already radical. Jan van Riek, I put on my CV. I wonder why I can't get a job. I will play Persona non grata here shortly. SABC correspondent last night surprised by sudden U.S. PNG action. Well, that's because those people aren't that bright and they aren't paying attention to the room. They're not reading the room. Let me draw your attention to something I talked about here early in the broadcast, and that's the Politico article. And let me read something from Politico article and show you just how stupid this is. So he's no longer welcome here. They got that right. But let me get down here to where they talk about this. The president signed an executive order last month to halt aid to South Africa because of the administration called egregious actions taken by the country, referencing a land expropriation law that Trump claimed unfairly targets the white Afrikaner minority. Afrikaners own the majority of land in South Africa 30 years after the end of apartheid. That isn't even remotely true. Own the majority of land. First off, it wasn't true in 2017 when the last land survey was done by the government, last land audit. 114 million hectares of land in South Africa. 21% of land is owned by the government of South Africa in 2017. Of the 93 million hectares that were owned in private hands by corporations and individuals, 36 million of that 93 million was considered agricultural land. Of the agricultural land, 72% of it was held by white persons, 26 million hectares. So 26 million of 114 million hectares is not the the majority. 51 white people majority. White people and white corporations owned a maximum of 23% of the surface area of South Africa. 72% of it was considered farmland, but 23% of the country in 2017. That was 7 years ago. Things have changed dramatically. This is just a lie. And this lie is in print because of the lying South African government and people like Ronnie Lamola telling people that whites own 80% of the land. Total horseshit. Total cock. I have a Sharks hat, Albert. Thank you. I have several Sharks hats. Here's one right here on the floor. Fear the Fin. This is actually my favorite Sharks hat. This one's pretty cool. Got this one from Kings Park. Picked it up when I was down there. I have several Sharks hats. That's my favorite one because it's a trucker hat. It's nice and comfortable. Media's lost and can't make comprehensive statements because they hire people that aren't, or their editors are useless. That's the problem. Looks like Severus Snape. He passed away. He was a great actor. Yep. Yeah, nobody's really talking about Hunter in Cape Town except South Africans. Few people in in the U.S. mention it. Leave the Sharks hat on the floor. Oh, gosh. PEPFAR and USAID being pulled is not an executive order on why Southerners do. What? Huh? I don't know what you're talking about there. All right. So you guys want to hear the song again, huh? Okay. Shall I play the song again now? Shall I play the song one more time? You guys want to hear the song one more time? Come on. Respond. All right. Tell me if you want to hear the song again one more time. Yes, play it. Trevor says, have a good weekend. All right, Mariki Bezidnaut. Here we go. We're going to play the song one more time. Okay. You guys are loving this song. I'm telling you. This is the jam. This is the jam. Here we go. Persona non grata. Okay, here we go. Persona non grata. Here we go, folks.
Where headlines grow, a name engraved in whispers and undertow. Ambassador, no title, now it seems so stark. Persona non grata written in the dark. Oh, the ties that thread and tangle tight, diplomatic dances in the cold moonlight. A step misplaced and the stage does sway. Persona non grata carried far away. Pages turn but bridges burn so fast. A name in ember solemnly cast. In halls of power a silent decree echoes and whispers across the sea. Oh, the ties that thread and tangle tight, diplomatic dances in the cold moonlight. A step misplaced and the stage does sway. Persona non grata carried far away. When walls talk back and windows cry, boundaries drawn under heavy skies. In the space between the set and scene lies a story that cuts unclean. Oh, the ties that thread and tangle tight, diplomatic dances in the cold moonlight. A step misplaced and the stage does sway. Persona non grata carried far away.
Yeah. Okay, guys, that's that one there. So, what were you saying there just a moment ago? Who was saying that? Someone, Hannah Lee said something about a cheetah's cap. I'm sorry. What? I don't know if I have a cheetah's cap. I don't know if I could pull that one off. You want me to wear a cheetah's cap? Is that what you said? Freistaat! Freistaat! Oh. Yeah, the song is on my Twitter account, folks, at WMW Chris, at WMW Chris. Whiskey Mike Whiskey Chris. You can find it there, all right? So you'll find the song there. Share it far and wide. Yeah, it's going to be a great Bryce song. We got 1,000 likes. That's cool beans. All right. So, Hannah Lee, do you got a cheetah's cap on? Do you like that? You good with that? Number one hit. Oh, I need to send it to one other person here. Hang on. Lekka's song, yeah. Julius is going to organize a party for us with the Danport Freistaat. There you go. She went quiet on me. Where's she at, Honolulu? I got the hat for you, man. I sent it. Oh, I didn't send the song to Holomisa. Did I send him the song? Let me see. No, I sent him my video about him being kicked out. I didn't send him the song though. Yep, good song. Honolulu, I put the hat on. Where'd you go? She went quiet on me. All right, that's it. I'm taking the cheetah's hat's coming off. All right. Okay. Here we go. All right. I'm not a one-hit wonder. Yeah, it's true. All right, so there's the Sharks hat. You guys want me to wear a Sharks hat? There it is. Okay. I got a Blue Bulls hat, but it's not here. I just took the Stormers cap off after wearing it for 3 hours. I do have a Stormers cap. I just took it off. Iemand het een paar die geleden gezen wanneer de brein op is. It's too much for me. Please send it on the chat. Send what on the chat? It's just at WMW Chris on Twitter. Go to X. There you go. Now you're well liked. You're too late, Honolulu. I switched over to Sharks hat. I have a Lions cap. Okay. All right, now we're neutral. Folks. I have a Bulls pink jersey along with a bunch of other Bulls jerseys, but I don't have a pink hat. And I like pink. Are you Chris? Chameleon. You come and go. You come and go. Rugby drama will get you the views. You really think so, Istafak? I mean, my rugby channel's only got 8,200 subscribers. Not really growing at the rate I'd like it to see go. I wish I were there. I'm sure they didn't want to talk about it. What's that, Verita? Oh, what's Wen talking about? Loretha Klassen, love your sense of humor. Thank you for that. So what else? I'm on a roll today. Thank you. No, you missed my reply. Oh, I'm sorry, Hanali. I'm sorry. I did see it said yes. Okay. All right. Sorry. Hopefully you'll still tell Jan that I want to interview him. I've also interviewed Adrian Karlsey, Johan Mumpson, a bunch of the other younger players. Who else? Joe Peterson. I've interviewed him. Yep. Stormers need all the help they can get. Hey, Alan. Okay. That's a yellow card. All right. That's a second anti-Stormers person getting a yellow card. Where do you find your rugby channel? At Rugby Ascendant on YouTube. At Rugby Ascendant. I do live play-by-play color commentary. Play-by-play color commentary on all Curry Cup, URC that are South Africa teams playing. Sometimes I do others because I like to watch the Irish teams or Scotland teams if there aren't many games on. I do select Six Nations games like Ireland and Scotland usually. I won't be able to do Scotland tomorrow because I have an engagement in the evening I have to go to, so I'll miss that because that game doesn't come out till late our time. And I will probably do the Ireland-Italy game, even though Italy's going to get slaughtered at home. And then I used to do sevens, but they ruined the sport. HSBC sevens sucks now. It's not nearly as interesting. I used to go to Vegas and London for the tournaments. I don't anymore because we don't do it in Vegas or London anymore. So both places I like to go, even though it's Londonistan. It's not really London anymore. but Twickenham out on the west side of town. It's a great vibe, but it's no longer happening there. So I don't do sevens anymore. I go to the World Cups. I've been to every World Cup. 2011 in New Zealand, 2015 in England, 2019 in Japan, 2023 in France. I've been to the Sevens World Cup in San Francisco in 2018 and in 2022 in Cape Town. I've been to the Women's World Cup in 2014 in Paris, in 2017 in Ireland. I had tickets for 2021, but the cowards pushed it to 2022. And the problem is I had bought Rugby League World Cup tickets for England for 2021, Women's World Cup 2021 for New Zealand. I was going to go to both of them, and then they pushed both to 2022, and I couldn't do everything because I was going to South Africa. It was a higher priority for me. So I went to the Cape Town Sevens World Cup, and I missed the New Zealand one, although I could have gone, but the problem is I just didn't have that kind of money. I had just gone to England. I came back, and then I went to South Africa, and I didn't have enough money to go to New Zealand as well. Plus, they didn't announce the results of the rescinding their travel restrictions until 2 or 3 weeks before the World Cup. So I ate the cost of those tickets, but I've been to all those. And I've been to one Rugby League World Cup, as I mentioned. Yep. Actually, Tractor Champ, that's not true. The Germans do play rugby. They just played in the European Rugby Championship, and they've got a lot of rugby clubs. Stuttgart has a rugby club. I considered playing for it when I was stationed there. I'm a terrible singer, man. I can't sing. Most South Africans know Ibrahim Rasool is a paid actor. The truth is valuable. It is. Gerhard Steidem says he's ignoring me. I'm not ignoring you. I didn't see your comment. Biochemist, what happened between you and South African prepper? I don't even know. What are you talking about? Nothing happened between me and South African prepper. Who's South African prepper? What are you talking about, biochemist? What are you talking about? Could you share with me what you're talking about? What you're talking about is news to me. I don't know what you're talking about. I've tried to get Nas back on Rugby Ascendant. Nas isn't biting. That's his prerogative. It's a shame because we had such a lekker conversation between the two of us. Nina, rather late than ever. That's true. That's good. It's fine. It's your 1,100 likes, folks. Cool. You saw the interview with me and Gareth Cliff. I've been on Gareth Cliff's show several times. I've also had him on my program once or twice. Annalise says, keep the cheetah head. Okay. What's with this prepper thing? What's going on there? Oh, South African. Okay. I'm puzzled by that. Biochemist. What are you talking about? South African prepper. What happened with me? I don't know what you're talking about. Great news says Herman van der Westhuizen. It's bad. I know it's bad. I've been to London. East End is really bad. It's out of control. And even the High Street. You go in Oxford. It's out of control. My thoughts on EU. It is a slap in the U.S. face. That's why they did it. But they're mostly just promises. No money's been delivered. Probably never will be delivered. And if it does, it'll go directly to the government, which means it'll be siphoned off. It doesn't go to third parties. Rob Harsoff mentioned channels like you and Ronaldo. Perhaps he can sponsor some microphones. Renzer, that's an idea. I'll ask him. Remember 1700 Pacific time. I have no idea what you're talking about, Andre Neathling. Thank you very much for helping us inform. You're welcome. Catch up later, says Steve. Okay. Again, thank you for everything you do. God bless. Thank you, Etienne. Stormers are storming out of the stadium. YouTube, SABC, Secretary of State says no longer welcome. Okay. What's wrong with your hip? It's an old injury. In 1985, in the wintertime, 86, early 86, I was headed to physical or late 85. It was maybe November, December of 85. I was headed. Thank you, Jules, for the 70 Rand super chat, super sticker. That's your third one. Thank you so much for that, Jules. Bye, donkey. I was headed to physical training. I was living off base, and I went around a curve about 5:30 in the morning. It was black ice. I couldn't see it because it was poorly lit, and the wheel came out from my bike. I was going pretty fast, and as I was turning, the bike went like that with the momentum, and I went forward off the bike. on my side and landed right on the bursa sac, and it's been injured ever since. It was not a major problem while I was in active duty. Then towards the last 10 years of my career, 5 years, Cambridge class, and thank you for subscribing. As long as I stretched and exercised, so when I was still in active duty, if it would hurt, be very painful, I'd exercise, and after about 5 or 10 minutes, the muscles getting loose, the bursa sac getting moved around, then the endorphins would kick in and I'd be fine. And after physical training, I was fine. I was good. Then after I retired, it became progressively worse, and it forced me to stop exercising about 2 years ago. I used to walk every day for an hour and a half in the morning, an hour and a half in the evening, and run 2 or 3 days a week. So I walked 7 days a week, then cut it back to 5 days. And I was fit and healthy, and then it just became too painful. I can't sleep. I had to sleep on my back. I don't like sleeping on my back because I couldn't lay on my side. So I finally got care for it, and it gets better, but sometimes it's bad. I sit in an awkward angle. I have a hard time getting up. So flying and sitting in a car become very awkward. Add to that a few other minor issues, and it's just, but I can still outrun and outperform most people younger than me, let alone my age. Okay, so what happened to U.S. ambassador? Well, we don't have an ambassador, Rentia Weber. Weber, we'd say in German Weber, that's how you say that name, Weber. Rentia, we don't have an ambassador. Political appointees, as a matter of tradition, resign their ambassadorship by the time the next president comes in office. It's just standard practice. So Reuben Brigady resigned, as political ambassadors do, and he is yet to be replaced with an appointment. So the acting ambassador, which is called a chargé d'affaires, in charge of affairs, so they have legal authority to control the people in the embassy and execute budgets and talk with the host nation. The chargé d'affaires was the number 2 in the mission, the deputy chief of mission, or DCM, and she put her retirement papers in, and she's gone. She's departed, so there's no one there. So the next person up on the list, probably a political officer, is now the chargé d'affaires, but nobody knows who that is except people at the embassy because we don't hear anything in the press. There is a deputy chief of mission, a number 2, that is a career State Department person coming inbound from Nigeria, being reassigned on their next assignment to Hatfield, but they haven't arrived yet. When that person arrives, they'll be installed as deputy chief of mission and then become the chargé d'affaires until an ambassador arrives. But we haven't got an appointment. Trump hasn't announced an appointment for South Africa. I threw my hat in the ring for the ambassador, but that's never going to happen. I sent it in like December 30th or something like that when they were asking for it. What's your take on the theory of an inevitable Russo-American alliance? I don't think that's inevitable. So what's this thing with me and is this prepping South Africa? What is that all about? Someone asked that question out of the blue, and I haven't seen an update yet. In light of representatives of the embassy being persona grata, who can actually trust to have your best interest at heart? How much does rugby grow throughout the continent of Africa? I guess rugby is the biggest sport in Kenya. I don't know if it's the biggest in Kenya, but it's all over the continent. I mean, Tunisia has a rugby team. Morocco, I think, has a rugby team. There are rugby teams in West Africa. Uganda's had, the Cranes have been around for a long time. Kenya's been around for a long time. Rhodesia, then Zimbabwe's had a rugby team for a long time. Namibia, South Africa. Well, the UN can't go against the United States. We have veto power. Anything that goes before the UN, we can veto it. Okay? Yes, I mentioned that earlier. Rasool was in the Western Province Rugby Board when they went bankrupt. Yep. Hey, James Moriarty, what's going on? No, not a motorcycle, a bicycle. It was a bicycle. There it is again. What happened between me and the prepper? Why do you keep asking this question, biochemist? Why don't you tell me what you're talking about? Nothing happened to me. You just trying to start some shit here? I mean, the first time I answered your question, but now you asked the exact same question and you haven't answered me. So are you just trying to start some shit? Hendrik Vizitenhout has subscribed. Thank you for that. Hey, Shawnee, what's going on there? Well, you're up late. Nina, my forecast, ANC government will act spiteful and short sight. Well, their initial Twitter response is pretty impressive. We'll see how it goes. Will South Africa receive a U.S. ambassador? Will South? Well, I don't think they will. I think it'd be foolish of them to do that. Why would they do that? And they have a great opportunity here. Ibrahim Rasool was not acting in his official capacity as ambassador. He was on a conversation with people in South Africa in a Zoom call, and he overstepped the line. So the smart thing for South Africa would be that we disavow what he said. That's inappropriate. That's not how our diplomats are supposed to behave. And we've recalled him, and he's been removed. That's what the South African government should do. They did something short of that, but they did something good earlier. Okay, you're going to pick your mom up today. Okay. Isabella says, Nas and Darius are my cousins from my father's side. Well, how close are you? Call Nas and say, hey, talk to Chris. He didn't do anything wrong. People try to promote their channels and comments, lives uphill. Maybe they're proper. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. All right, Tractor Champ, take care. All right, 636 people here, 1,100. We're at 9,180 views. I thought this would have more views, but it's a Saturday. Maybe that's why. Let me go to the video and see Harleen Idinson. I've never seen that surname before or that given name. Wow, that's interesting. Let me see how many views this thing has now. Last time I checked, it was 47,000. It's been a while ago. It's now at 54,400, 206. Got 10,000 views in the last hour. It's getting about 10,000 views per hour. This could be a 100,000 video. Do you know that South Africa had a better win ratio against New Zealand before '92? Yeah, well, I mean, that's because it goes back during the previous non-professional era. Professional rugby only came about after the World Cup in '87. Yep. Yeah, Zimbabwe has a cholera outbreak. I saw that. Rasool, not Rasool. And Aaron McKenzie. People subscribe like crazy on that video. Thank you for that. Let me see how we're doing. I bet you we're probably up to about 600 or 700 now. 57,598. So we're getting there. 21% click-through rate for that video. That's taken off. Wow. I hope people. Let me see how many comments are on that video. 1,258 comments. 3,500 likes. That's a 10% like ratio. 56 dislikes. Why would people dislike the fact that I'm reporting the news? Why would you dislike that? I didn't say anything bad about Rasool. I just told the truth. Good God. I don't drink tap water. Nope. I grew up on a farm. Used to get water from a cistern. Nope. Morning trading with Rob McGimsey. Hey, Rob. How you doing, man? Did you see my video about Ibrahim Rasool? Oh, my goodness. Fake land stats to hate towards farmers. Yeah. No, Amanda, you're right. It's fake farm stats. Again, I run through the numbers. 114 million hectares of land in South Africa. 93 million of that is privately owned in 2017 when the last land audit was done. So that meant 21% of the surface area of South Africa was owned by the state. Of the 93 million hectares, 36 million was categorized as farmland, or agriculture, I should say, because some of it's grazing land. 36 million hectares. Of the 36 million hectares, 26 million were owned by whites in 2017, 7 years ago. That's much lower than that now. But let's go with that figure, 72%. So 26 million. 26 million hectares out of 114 million hectares is only 21% of the surface area. So, or 23%, excuse me. 23% of the surface area of South Africa were owned by whites in 2017. It's lower now, but we don't have an accurate land survey. So whites owning 80%, bullshit. Whites owning 70% of the land, bullshit. Whites owning half the land, bullshit. I call bullshit bullshit. You're all liars that say that. I have the stats. I have the land audit. It's a matter of public record. I've been saying this since 2017, 2018 when I published my article on this. This is nonsense. Now, you can make the argument that whites own much of the productive and valuable farmland, which is true. But you also have to make the argument that much of that valuable farmland was made valuable and fertile by the whites themselves. It wasn't farmland when they took it over. That's a fact. And then we can go back into about how farmland came in possession, but that's a whole other story. So, of the total surface area of South Africa, 21% is owned by whites in 2017, 29% of the privately held land. So about just under 1/3 of the private held land is owned by whites. So 2/3 of the privately owned land in South Africa wasn't owned by whites in 2017. So how in the hell did they try to make this claim? It's just utter bullshit. Total bullshit. Balderdash. Balderdash. Okay, I don't see any biochemists in here. Somebody seeing comments from biochemists now? Biochemists disappeared on my screen. So we've got a troll there. Thank you, whoever gave him a timeout. Biochemist is a troll and has now been banned from the channel for being an ass. So, gone. We don't have time for idiots. See, you try to work with people. You're gone. You're gone. Hey, Tracy Bowl. Good morning to you. Watch my videos about it, please. She wants to start emptying her closets and donate to poor and hungry people. I said her clothes will not fit those. Now there's a war of... Yeah, that's not wise, brother. Not wise. Rasool was given a canoe to row. He can't afford the plane ticket back. What would the U.S. response be if the ANC refused ambassador? Well, then we'll probably shut down diplomatic relations with South Africa and we'll sanction them. Yep, it's their prerogative. South Africa doesn't have to accept the credentials of an ambassador. That's true. Yes, I did apply to be ambassador, gameplay by MC, but I don't even know if it got before anybody. My forecast is ANC government will act spiteful. Yes, but that's not what they did initially. They acted very well. Weather's good in Harrismith. Okay. Next stop, Joburg. Yeah, that's all fine and dandy, but you're in a plane, man. The rest of us have to drive that long stretch. It's a long way. Super D, when do you think Trump administration will pick their U.S. ambassador? I don't know, Super D. I'm hoping my phone will ring. And not from telemarketers, which is what I usually get phone calls from. I'm hoping my phone will ring from the Trump administration. I mean, honestly, I would love to be the ambassador to South Africa. I would love to be. Yep. Great phone call. Hospital says they can do it. Okay, I was already here before, so it's jumped back somehow. I was looking for something, that's why. Geeka Talmula says, well done, Colonel. Must be exciting to have been ahead of the world. I'm really pleased to see the logical world react. No, it's great, Geeka, to be ahead of it. That's two. Well, I've had more than two, but two that come to mind. When Trump did his tweet, or not tweet, his executive order on February 7th, I was first to press on that. I did my video. It was 3:30 in the morning South African time when I got it. I think that Isak from Newspod got his out at 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock I think it was South African time. But I did mine at 3:30, so I went live here in the evening shortly after he did it. So I got that one, and we had 38,000 people tune in that night. 38,000. Tonight it's 9,500, so a little bit different. But 38,000, and I was on for 3.5 hours. It would have been more people, but I left to go on to Gareth Cliff's show and announce on the Gareth Cliff show. Yep. Jack up. Thank you for the super chat. 35 Rand. Appreciate that. It's very kind of you. Yeah. So because they're left to center. So yeah, Geeka, it's pretty cool because I get rare opportunities to get some breaking news or a scoop. I also got a scoop with Solidarity and with AfriForum, and I'll have a scoop next week for you. I already know. I already have something set up for next week, so I'll be giving you an exclusive next week. So an exclusive. I was the only media outlet to my knowledge that interviewed Solidarity and AfriForum when they were in the States, which is pretty cool. See, if you treat people well, whether you like them or dislike them, then you get a call back. So can't wait for next Friday. I see a trend from Trump's side making announcements on Fridays. Yeah. Well, they do announcements every day, but it looks like they're hey, thank you, Francois Gerdica, for your subscription. No, they seem to be doing the South African announcements on Fridays, but they would do announcements every day. Okay. Good morning, 360. I can't wait for next week. Okay. Ernst Cuthbert. Okay. Totally. The fact that my country didn't immediately recall him is an indication how stupid they are. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think the problem though is that South Africans were mostly asleep. Do you think Cater's actually awake? I mean, this happened. It blew up at about 5 o'clock or 4 or 5 o'clock when it was here Eastern Standard Time. So that's not even 12 hours ago. So that's already 6 hours difference. It's already 10 or 11 o'clock at night. The Caters are even drinking Patron in the club, or they're in bed already. That's, so they're not paying attention. So the first thing this morning, they got up, the presidency scanned it, and they put a statement out. So yeah, but they should have recalled him. They never should have sent him. I mean, what was the intent of that? This guy obviously hates Trump. He hates white people. He hates Christians. He hates America. He's been pretty clear about that for years. The only thing he liked about America was Barry Obama. Borehole water. There you go. ENCA reporter just insinuated that it's funny that an SA government X account was hacked considering who the owner is. No idea the crap they're in. The SA government account was hacked? It wasn't hacked. What are they talking about? Judy Snyder says America is tired of being insulted by those who have been fed American hand. Yep. So is how entitled the NCA are. Guarantee AfriForum solidarity, even the Afghan people will be blamed. That's probably true. The dislikes are the poo. Okay, I don't understand the content. Exactly. We're here for the reverse osmosis plant that produces our water. Okay. All right, Carl, have a good one. Tomuk says, well done. You see how resourceful Safis can be. We kind of helped get that news story out ASAP. Well done. Well, thank you guys for spreading the word. Okay. I think Trevor Noah also needs to watch out. Ansi will probably double down and play tit for tat. There is no ambassador there, Albert. There's no American ambassador. We haven't announced one. This will probably just make it longer before we announce one. Do you think Trump will bring up the newly found killing fields? Yeah, that's going to come up. Trump's going to talk about that. Johan Lombard, welcome to you. I'm actually aware of that. They did find the bodies in a place that the government had already been to, but they hadn't noticed it earlier. Alida Schwartz, let Rasool swim in shark-infested waters. We'll send him to Durban outside the shark fence. Excuse me. South Africa will not refuse the credentials of incoming American. They understand the consequences. Yeah, I think you're right, Neville. I think you're right. Look, they didn't try to send Reuben Brigady home when he embarrassed them badly. Reuben Brigady really embarrassed the South African government with that Lady R incident, but they deserved it. They deserved it. So, but he really seriously embarrassed them, and it really hurt people's feelings. Okay, Stormers, Cape Independence National Rugby Team. We want independence, then we can expel. Chris will love living in the U.S. Cape Town Embassy. It's a consular, but I would like working there. But I would be based in Pretoria and travel to Cape Town and Durban and Joburg frequently. As stupid does, Nancy will go ahead and rename Stanton Drive. Yep, well, they are. Gerhard Stradum says, Chris, how soon will the average South African believe that Trump or the Afrikaner is working towards a white government again? Well, that's already what people believe. So, I mean, they believe that. So, I mean, that's why he said this stuff. He actually believes that, I think. No, Biochemist was blocked. I blocked Biochemist from the channel for being a douche. For being a douche. Okay. People pressing dislike buttons are trolls. Yeah, they mostly are. Can't wait for your chat with the Kamalo. Yeah, Ike Kamalo and I are chatting tomorrow, and we'll set something up probably for next week. As stupid does, ANC will go ahead and rename Stanton Drive. Yep. Okay. Sleeping in Parliament. Exactly. Well, not in Parliament, because they let people burn that down. They don't pay attention to what's going on there. Oh, you're sleeping in parliamentary session. Gotcha. Rasool expulsion was regrettable. Regrettable that the office did not apologize. Me, President of South Africa. No, I'm an American citizen. I would never surrender my citizenship for anything. No chance of that. Time the world wakes up. Marco Rubio, my man's like that. Okay. Great news. Time the world wakes up. Okay. ANC will object to you being the ambassador. Why? Why would they object, Anita? There's no reason to object. What I say here and what I do here is not what I do as a diplomat. It's not what I did as a military officer in uniform. My diplomatic skills are quite polished. Yep. And I was thinking about that today. What if I was appointed ambassador and got through the confirmation process and went sent to Pretoria, presented my credentials to the South African government, and we go to press conference. And this situation, this would have been my reaction to this. If they asked me, I said, so Ambassador Wyatt, Ambassador Ibrahim Rasool has been declared persona non grata in the Washington today. What are your thoughts about that? It would have been something along these lines. Duke's Sound, thank you for subscribing. I'd have said, well, folks, that's an issue between the State Department, Secretary Marco Rubio, and President Trump in the White House. It's unfortunate that that happened. I have seen the video of the call in which Ambassador Rasool said some things about America, and it's unfortunate. This sort of situation is something that shouldn't crop up in diplomacy. The purpose of diplomacy is to air out differences, to meet, discuss, and come to find common solutions. All right? And that would be the extent of what I'd say, something along those lines. All right, Hanley, don't forget to tell Jan I want to interview him. Hey, Mary, how's it going? Well, sanctions apply. Our consulates don't shut down when there's sanctions. We kept an embassy in Tehran until they attacked it. And then the only reason we left is because they attacked it and took hostages. No, we rarely shut down our embassies. Sanctions, we have sanctions against Russia. Our embassy's open, our consular service is there. We have to have a consular service to provide services for Americans abroad. That's why we have consular services. And we have to have an embassy to try to tamp down disputes. All right, Sandil, have a good day, Maharaj. Next, we'll see the talented ANC government make a masterful move to expelling Americans. Yeah, that ain't going to happen. Okay, all right. Personally, I'm not worried if South Africa is a white government or not. We need a competent government. Neighbor just gave me 12 farm fresh eggs. Okay. No, I haven't sent it. I did send it to Joel Pollack, though, and to Secretary Rubio. I sent it on Twitter. Looking for money everywhere. Yep. Hey, Rihanna. Jacques Durant. Fan. Morning. Being a Stormers fan, have you heard? I've never heard a VP song. Was outraged and various political actors playing victim. Of course they're playing victim. Couch Potato listening to you. I love your podcast. It's making me lazy. I'm sorry, man. Was the Rasool thing deliberate leaked video? Willem Janssen van Rensburg, it was put on a channel of just 300 subscribers, so I don't know if it was deliberate or not. I mean, I suspect that he thought he was safe because he was talking to people in South Africa and no one else. I mean, included that lady who is from the Mandela Foundation who's been complaining about PEPFAR. She was part of it, so it was legit. I mean, I think he just got carried away. I think he's so used to dancing around and saying things and getting away with it that he thought he'd get away with it. So it's okay, Wenmari. Consulate and embassy, two different things. Although in many countries they're in the same facility, same building. Keep the good work, says Gerard Betze from Dublin, Ireland. Are you going to watch the Ireland play Italy tomorrow? I'm probably going to get up and cover that game on Rugby and Senate. Well, lots of people ejected me because I speak the truth, Anita. Yeah. Well, we got rid of a troll earlier, so 10,000 Americans saw that. Whoa. I think there's more than that. Province, the Curry Cup, come you probably do. Okay. No, I don't know it, Van. I've never heard it, so. I do know the Blue Bull song by Steve Hofmeyer. Yep. I do know that one, so. Right. 10,099 viewers, and we've gone for 3.5 hours. I think that's going to be enough for tonight, folks. Wow. But before we do that, let me give you an update. That video is at 57,000 now. Zelda Sten. Let's see. It was 54,000 last time I looked. Ouch, my neck. 9,987. So 10,000 views per hour, and it's 57,000. Yeah. When I first came on earlier, it was 101 subscribers, then 138, then 160 something. Now 282 new subscribers, courtesy of that, which means we ought to be pushing up against 58,000 subscribers. Well, we're not quite there. 57,639. All right, cool. Hey, JGB. All right, I'm going to play the song one more time. We're going to wrap it up. Or should I play, with 600 people, I'll play my song. I'll play Colonel Wyatt's anthem. We'll wrap it up, okay? Have a go and we'll see you later on. Yeah, I do need a neck massage. Okay. Yeah, send Marco Rubio Breiburki. Okay, cheers, everybody. Good night.
Colonel Wyatt hits the screen, got stories bold and keen. Old soldier, sharp and mean, tells truths they've never seen. Rugby lover with a roar, Africa flowing in his core. YouTube rants they can't ignore, his passion makes his heart soar. Colonel Wyatt, hear his call, shining light through it all. Trolls may rise, but he'll stand tall. Subscribe now, don't miss the brawl. Military mind, keen and wise, truths come out, no disguise. South African skies in his eyes, hear his voice, no surprise. Retired soldier with the fight, in the dark he brings the light. Angry rants, truths ignite, join the cause, join the ride. Colonel Wyatt, hear his call, shining light through it all. Trolls may rise, but he'll stand tall. Subscribe now, don't miss the brawl. Enemies knocked on his door, trolls attack, but he's more with each click. Watch him soar on the truth waves, he explodes. Colonel Wyatt, hear